hydrating.
I have some of that in my classroom.
Very hydrating.
Have some of the pop lotion.
Yes. I actually do really like that because like a lot of the perfumed ones just dry your skin
We have
out.
to do a
Jake,
test
the
drive.
closer to your face that microphone is, the better.
Okay.
What about these ones? Does it need to be right by my face?
Yep, just like that.
Caw.
And this is like the perfect distance for how loud I am, right?
Does anybody have any questions about their character? I tried to do that screenshot that kind of give you a little player introduction. The year is 1933 in South America. The Chaco War between Bolivia and Paraguay is in full swing. The two countries are fighting over contested territory, which is believed to be rich in oil. You have been employed by a humanitarian charity, the Catechus Foundation, to deliver medical aid to civilians caught up in the war. Catechus has flown you to Asuncion in Paraguay, I believe that's how you pronounce it, from where you traveled across by various means. You are escorting doctors, nurses, and medical supplies to an aid camp deep in the jungle of the Gran Chaco. So,
How did I end up here?
well, because there's opportunities to grift, and there's, maybe there was things. So.
I love money.
Yeah. So here are some timelines of events in 1933. In March 4th, there was a stray artillery shell, and for some reason, the stray artillery shell had smashed into some sort of a stone foundation, and some strange things have been happening there. And then we begin the game on March 15th. So, do you want to know a little bit about Bolivia?
Yes.
Let's see.
Bolivia is a landlocked country in South America. Prior to the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century, the land we now know as Bolivia was part of the Inca Empire. Bolivia became an independent country in 1825. The population is multi-ethnic, with Spanish being the predominant language. The Bolivian climate is subtropical, with temperatures ranging from 15 to 29 degrees Celsius, so 60 to 85, and the weather is typically rainy and humid. This scenario takes place in Gran Chaco's northern region. It's a sparsely populated area. Its terrain is a mix of arid areas and forests. The forests are made up of low-growing hardwood trees. Thorny bushes are very common, often spread over large areas. Elsewhere, grasses grow as tall as a man on horseback. There are few roads or rail lines in these remote locations. Animal life is varied and exotic, including armadillos, jaguars, tapirs, capybaras, piranha, many lizards, snakes, all matter of biting and stinging insects and poisonous toads. The only human habitation will be shown to you here shortly. Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there any equipment or anything that you would like? This foundation that you're working for is well equipped. Are you, other than something military, you pretty much can have what you wish. If you wanted some sort of military grade explosives or some sort of military grade weapon, then we would have to discuss it. But otherwise, feel free that, you are in a well supplied, you have supplies, so you have things like mosquito nets and, whatever. So if you need something, consider having it, okay?
Okay.
We're delivering medical aid.
Yeah. You guys right now, the players, you're making your way to an aid camp deep in the forest. So when you're ready, let me know. You ready?
So,
Okay.
if I have weapons like listed on my sheet,
Yep.
can I have those, or
Yes.
do I need to?
Not unless they're military. Are they machine guns? Are they some sort of repeating weapon?
I have these are just weapons that I have in my possession. So I have a switchblade, which is, not really a switchblade, but just a small knife.
Yep, that's fine.
I have a 45 auto,
That's fine.
and I have a 303 Lee Enfield, which is a rifle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Got my dashing large body,
That is
my hideous face,
that is
my muscles.
that's quite.
What year did you say it was?
1933.
The year of our Lord.
All right.
I have a revolver.
Yep.
I have an elf.
So is it safe to assume we would have ammo? then?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not.
Give a
It's
nightstick.
unnecessary at this point for you to keep track of ammunition. If we start using a lot of ammunition, then we'll use some luck rolls to determine if we add to prime.
And we can safely assume that we have appropriate clothing for being in this environment.
Correct.
Okay.
I've got like my Boy Scout. What I was using for acting, my Boy Scout outfit on.
Do we need to introduce so that
With
we
a
know
kerchief.
who's in the party?
If you would like to make introductions, that would be very nice.
I'm Dr. Giles Poindexter. I am a scientist. I work out of a university in New York. Several studies, but I'm particularly good at physics, chemistry, and cryptography.
Do you speak? Do you speak another language? Or is
A little bit of I have some Latin,
okay.
but that's the only other.
Otherwise, English and Latin.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me then. So I'm Isabel Easy McCready. I am an FBI detective. I'm trained in all those skills appropriate for the job. I'm really good at spot hidden.
Okay.
I'm good with my revolver. Good at psychology. So everything you'd expect a detective to be good at, I'm good at.
Are you an American?
Yes.
Okay. Do you speak any?
English, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in trouble. I'm Maxwell Jackenheimer III. My friends call me number 3. I'm an actor. I'm also massive. I'm a huge human, and I am ugly as sin. But I don't know that.
Are you massive, like physical specimen massive? Or
Yes.
Just, okay.
I am well above average
Okay. So
in a lot of aspects of my life.
okay.
I look like I could throw a mean right hook, but I can't.
Okay.
I am, as far as I'm concerned, one of the leading actors in the entire planet.
Well, and I'm sure that the wonderful people of Bolivia will soon find out your acting prowess.
I don't remember where I'm from. I don't really have a place that I live. I'm a little bit of an outsider.
Okay.
Most people just, I'm hard to be around because I'm so popular. So
And there's a lot of you.
there's a lot of me.
There's a lot of
I look forward to adventuring with you fine folk. I speak
Ditto.
English very well.
Good.
I'll fake my way through Spanish.
Okay.
I probably speak it really well. I don't know. We'll find out.
I guess we will. Yeah.
All right. I'm also a big, ugly military officer. I'm not an actor. I'm a military officer. I speak Portuguese.
What's
and-
your name?
Oh, I should probably do that. Yeah. Bruce Bam Banningham.
You a little shell shocked there, Bruce?
Yep. I got a big gash on the left side of my face. It goes well for my appearance. I speak Portuguese and just a little bit of Spanish. And I'm really
Maybe
good
one
at,
day, Mikey.
I'm really good at shooting. I'm really good at shooting guns.
Are you male or female?
I'm a male.
Okay.
So, any last minute, any equipment, any last minute? Anybody have any questions?
Like, are we
Yeah, I mean,
introduced? Like, I assume like they would tell us like what to expect,
Oh,
and
Well, yes.
and do we have
well,
any kind of
that's-
anybody else like leading us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. And in fact, whenever you're ready, just let me know.
I was born ready for this.
Giles
But I do want to point out how perfect all my clothes are. Like, they came right out of the press before we went out here. I've got, like, my card shorts and, like, my little kerchief.
Okay,
And
okay.
Nice,
I got
thank you.
a long sleeve cotton button down on. But
You're looking
yeah,
the part.
I look like, I mean, I don't think he exists yet, but if Indiana Jones had a look,
it would be you.
Not the vibe, but the
No,
look.
The look,
Yes.
not the vibe.
And you're Maxwell, right?
Yes. You can call me number 3.
I just
Why?
wrote you down as Jackenheimer.
That's perfect.
Why number 3?
So
Because I'm the
Third
third.
choice.
when you're ready, you're making your way to aid a camp deep in the forest, and you're accompanied by doctors, nurses. There's some mules that are carrying supplies along the path through a wooded area. Your team leader is an Italian doctor named Arturo Ussini, and if you've tried to interact with him on the trip, you'll notice that he's been very preoccupied. It's difficult to get him to stay focused. Does anybody kind of want to try to interact with him, get some more information as you're walking?
You say that his name is Doctor?
He's a doctor, an Italian doctor named Arturo Ursini, Ursini.
I would absolutely like to try to figure out why he's out here.
Okay. So once you get his attention, Arturo turns to you and says, "This is a breach of protocol, but damn it, you need to know. You shouldn't have been sent out here until you were brought into the inner circle anyway. Catechist isn't what it pretends to be. And we were really sent out here to," and at that moment, his head explodes. You hear a shot, his head explodes.
God.
Yes. You
I'm going to hit the ground.
Are
I am
hit
immediately on the ground.
are hit in the face with a spray of blood. And so you hear the shot.
Did my shirt get blood on it?
Yes.
Shit.
So, and here we are. So, he was turning to speak with you. Once again, he said, "This is a breach of protocol, but damn it, you need to know. You shouldn't have been sent here until you were brought into the inner circle anyway. Catechist isn't what it pretends to be, and we were really sent out here to..." And that's when he was...
Did I hear a gunshot, or did it
You
just...
bet you hear a gunshot.
I am going to crawl to the nearest hiding spot.
Okay. So,
Did we all see this?
in your...
Well,
you
you
hear...
probably heard
You
it.
hear...
Bang.
You hear a shot. The doctor, the kind Italian doctor, suffers a head wound, lays on the ground, dead. So, we'll just go in...
We heard a shot, huh?
Who do we have? Let's go dexterity order. Who has the highest dex?
75.
65.
I have 50.
55
So-
here.
Okay, so...
Okay. What would my military training tell me I'm supposed to do?
Well, you would probably, as a military officer, you would probably try to ascertain where the shot came
so
from.
I guess I'll figure that out and then get my rifle.
Well, I would say that you need to give me a spot hidden, please.
Let's see if I can know where it came from. I do not.
Okay. So, so you spend your time with your military training attempting to try to figure out where the shot came from.
I also get my gun out.
Now, well, yeah, that's you were carrying your weapon. I would assume that something was fine. Now, logically, you know from where you were standing that the shot must have come from where he was hit.
So from ahead.
You were walking
Were
forward.
we behind him, I
No,
assume?
you were walking down this path, and the shot came from further up the path.
And he was leading the way, right?
He was leading the way,
Yeah.
talking to you. So who's the next dex then?
65, was that
That's
me?
you, yeah.
That's you.
Okay. And what does the terrain look like?
It's jungle. It's
Bugs and spiders.
yeah. It's
Like, is
tall
there like
grass.
trees or tall grass on both
There's
sides of us?
Yes. Once you get off this path, there's undergrowth. You know.
On both sides of us, there is like grass and stuff. Okay. Well, I would like to see where it came from. I assume he looks very dead, correct?
Oh yes. No.
Okay, there's no need to check him. I would like to see where it came
in
from.
my experience, a head wound to this degree doesn't.
And it is a.
Are you an expert over that?
I'm a medicine expert.
Good to know.
I've seen a lot of these injuries on the set.
What I would.
A lot of gunshot wounds on the
There,
side.
I don't know if you can.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
You can see
Okay.
Think Disneyland.
Yeah.
But
So-
all the people were
Did you
So-
want to try to ascertain where the shot came from?
Yes.
Spot hidden.
What is this?
That is an 8 and a 7. That's why that set was bad.
Oh.
Because it didn't have a percent.
Can I have a...
Try those on for size.
Okay, so that's a hard pass.
Okay. So you see some movement, and there's something in the undergrowth up ahead.
So is it like to the side in a ditch kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so to the which side? Like to the right ahead of us?
It doesn't matter. You can determine if it's to the right or to the left.
Okay.
It doesn't. They are whatever it is. It's in the undergrowth. There's movement.
So
Shoot it a little bit.
so I'm gonna say here. There, it came from over there.
Okay.
And my instinct would be to like duck down a little bit. So I'm gonna say like, shh.
The rest of the
And point
you're
it
not-
out.
You're not the only ones traveling. The
I mean-
mules are braying and bucking up and down from the shot. People are running and screaming into the under. Some of the porters and some of the other people who work for Catechus are running back down there.
And I would pull my gun out too,
Okay.
just like my
Who we got next?
predecessor.
Next, Dex.
I think it's you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
Next to his body.
Correct.
Does he have an ID or anything on him?
I mean, yes, you could search. You want to pat down the body, search the
I want
body.
where I think he would like have his.
Possessions. and stuff.
Yeah, like I'm looking for an ID, so maybe I could pass off as him at a later date, like a medical ID. Like I don't know, like
yeah.
some kind of employment badge.
So
or-
basically, what you're trying to do is since you're closest to him, you're trying to just pat him down and look for whatever he happens to have.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do that, and if you do so, you find like a small vial of some sort of clear liquid. From your medical knowledge, do you have medical knowledge? What is your medical knowledge?
I think I have medical knowledge, but it's a
Okay,
1.
It's a 1. Okay, well, you may go ahead and roll your medical knowledge.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. It's probably drinkable. 61.
You are
There's a one in there.
you are unable to determine what it is, but you know that it is something that is
So is it like just like a little vial
yes, it's a
with
small
like a
vial.
cork in the top or
with
something?
with a cork and wax to keep
Okay.
it in there. Yeah. And then you find a folder. There's a folder, and the folder is covered in brain matter and everything like that. So you're able to loot the body then.
Yep. And then
Essentially.
I want to I'm gonna lay next to him and like pull him kind of on top, like
Okay.
shelter
Okay.
myself.
So a
with
little
his
bit of
body.
cover then.
Yeah.
You gonna get some
Because
free
you
juice
are
on you?
you are the most exposed in the
Yeah, and I'm also the biggest. So
Yeah, I was
imagine
gonna
he's
say, you might
cover,
need
like,
a few of
third
those.
my body.
Right.
To,
You might need a few of those.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to cover, and then if I can get to a spot where I feel like I have some cover, then I'm gonna try to shoot back.
Okay, you can move into the cover. You'll need are you just trying to take a shot where you think it came from? Are you just trying to do suppression, or are you actually trying to?
Oh, I would try to
the
hit him.
target?
So do I need to? I
You would need
mean,
a spot hidden to see if you can see where they were.
fail.
Okay.
I did point it out to them though, so I guess they know the rough area.
Point it in a rough area.
Okay.
So if you want to take a shot, it'll be more suppressive because you just know the basic area. So if you'd like to just fire off a shot, there's always a chance.
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh, I passed a hard.
What'd you get?
So my hard is 35, and I got a 28.
Okay. You fire off a shot with your rifle. I
Yep.
assume? You fire off a shot with your rifle in that general area. About the time that you shoot, shortly afterwards, you hear. It's a scream, but it's not a scream like you've heard before. And so you're convinced that you've hit something. You may not have killed it, but you hit something that made a noise that is unfamiliar. Somewhat human-like, somewhat not human-like.
I assume we all hear this.
Yeah. And then we're going to start the next round.
Mama. No.
I've got my folder in this vial. I'm good. I'm gonna hide
Are you
here.
just laying in the middle of the road?
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Yeah, but you gotta lay not in the middle of the road. You're
Well, I've got
exposed.
cover. I'm using his body. If I can't see them, they can't see me. That's how it works. Science is not disproven.
For your left foot, it covers it.
A loud rifle round blasts past you on the ground, and you think you start to see some movement in the undergrowth as well. But another shot came, and it missed you.
Was it at me?
Yes, it was most definitely at you.
That changes what I'm doing.
But it
Splattered in the mud by me.
it went wide, but it was most definitely at you.
It came from the same spot.
It came from relatively the same spot within.
Does it feel like it's approaching us?
It's coming at you,
Okay.
and it was loud. It was a large rifle round. So then we have.
Our military officer, right?
Yep. Whoever then will have the next initiative then.
Yep, I want to try and shoot at this.
Okay, it's just the undergrowth. The undergrowth again. You're going to need a spot hidden to determine
See
whether
if I
you
know
can
what
see
it is. Fail on the spot hidden. I still want to shoot in the direction.
You can go ahead and you can shoot in the direction.
82 is high. I shoot really high in the air. I shoot halfway, either on the ground or
You
in the
can
air.
anticipate the kick and shoot it right in front of you.
Whoa!
Next initiative.
It's me.
Come on, Izzy. Save me.
I want to see
No.
where it's at.
What do you want? her to
Spot
do?
hidden.
Kill everything.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
that was almost a critical failure.
98.
Yeah.
And my spot hidden is 80, so
So
I
where
can't.
you thought they were last time,
Yeah.
you still think they are there, but they are not.
Oh, but I think they are.
You think they are.
Fixated on that
Where
spot.
you pointed out initially, that's where you still believe them to be.
Okay.
That's me.
I'm gonna shed there then. I guess that's what I would do.
Okay, so no one has said that they moved to the undergrowth with the exception of
Dr. Giles Poindexter.
Poindexter. So everyone else is still in the middle of the path.
I ducked, but I assume I would probably shoot, and if I can move, then I will, and if I can't,
Well,
I
you can
won't.
move, because you spotted, you don't know where they are, so you can move yourself off and try to get in some of the undergrowth as well.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that then. I'll see cover, and I don't know. I guess I can. Since I already did spot hidden, I can't look anymore. Correct.
Yeah, you've done.
I
your
done my
hit,
spot
you
hidden, so
tried
I'm
to
gonna
determine
shoot where I think they are.
Yeah, you go ahead and you fire a shot.
Yeah. So I pass. Regular.
But she's not using a rifle.
What you're using?
Revolver. Yeah.
Yeah. You shoot into the undergrowth where you believe them to be. You do not hear any scream. You don't hear anything. You hear the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
So I would like to step into it
Yeah.
and squat.
Yeah. So as you're moving, you're trying to look where you are. You're shooting, and then you're moving over
Yeah.
towards the side. So currently, right now, we've got our good Italian doctor who is dead, and we've got the tray. We've got Trey beneath there, and our military man is still standing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I thought about taking cover and then I didn't.
So who would be next then?
That would be me. I am going to barrel roll my way across the road and into the undergrowth. I'm gonna put my hands in my side, just start rolling.
I would like to see an athletics check, please.
Oh no.
Or
Already athletic, right?
not athletics.
Acrobat. That's not a thing
you
here.
have
What would be usable here?
Probably just dex or
dex.
strength.
Yeah, dex.
Nope.
Okay.
I think you did it really well.
So you managed to partially start to roll, but you're not able to roll. Had you decided that you wanted to get up and go, you could have made it.
I don't want to get up. No, I'm too big. I'll get shot in a heartbeat.
Are you rolling towards the same
Where they are, where I saw them
yeah,
run.
where they roll. Okay, so everybody goes there. Okay. Who's next?
Me.
Okay.
So I still can't see them.
Well, you know that they're in the undergrowth up ahead somewhere, but you don't know precisely where it is.
I mean, unless I know where they are, I'm not gonna shoot.
Right. Well, you can go ahead and try to spot them and see.
All right. Fail.
Okay. So you can't see any movement. You can't see anything. You Has everybody gone?
This round, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna reset. All right. So we're gonna reset and. A shot rings by, and this time, Trey, you are hit. How bad? Well, that's what I need to see.
What's your hit points?
30.
How many hit points do you have?
I got 30.
10 points of damage.
I'm dead.
As a rifle round catches you in the shoulder. As you're down there.
You must not be that dead if you're yelling.
I died, guys. I'm shot. I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So that's the shot, and then you hear somewhere between 3 and 6 shotgun blasts in rapid succession come out of the undergrowth. They're too short. It's too far for them to be effective, but they're shooting shotguns off the side. So you can start to see flashes and things like that. So it'll be easier to determine where the shotguns are coming from rather than the rifle. So where the shotguns are coming from, you're able to see.
And where's that?
The rifle is a little more difficult. You don't quite know where that is.
Okay, so we all see. So
You see and you hear the shotguns because the shotguns they don't have the range of the rifle.
Go sneak up on them.
that's what I was thinking of doing.
So if you're over on the right, let's say, they're over on the left.
Oh, they
What
cross.
they're doing is they're moving down. They're moving down.
Okay.
So, first for the players.
Well, I'm going to take cover and then also shoot at them.
Okay. Are you going to shoot at the flashes where the shotguns were?
Yeah, can I see if I know where they came from?
You can do a spot.
Oh my god, critical success.
You know exactly where one person.
All right,
is.
I'm going to shoot at it.
Got it.
95.
Aw.
Okay, you know exactly where they are. You scream
Guys,
out,
they're over there.
There.
Poof!
You shoot, but for whatever reason, it misses. You do see some movement in the undergrowth. They did not expect to be seen, and so you're starting to see some movement kind of move away. So instead of one group now, you're maybe seeing some people kind of moving around. Who's next?
Me, are they moving around? So we're here. They're passing us. Let's say they're passing us this way.
They might be coming around behind, trying to get behind you.
Okay. So
You're
I
on the
wanna.
right, they're coming
How
down.
So what I want to see, and I assume I need probably spot hidden for that, is so we're here, they're moving, trying to shoot at us, maybe trying to. I want to go that way and sneak on them.
You want to try to go around them as they're trying to get.
Yes.
You.
We're gonna chase each other in circles.
What is your movement?
I don't know where's that. 8.
Okay.
And I want to be stealthy.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll your? Do you have a stealth?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and roll your stealth, please?
Pass to hard.
Okay. So you're able to get through, and you're able to navigate through the undergrowth to start to move around and get them. Remember that they're coming down, and you're going all the way back.
Around, yeah, so it takes a little bit.
You don't believe that anybody has seen you disappear kind of into the undergrowth. You have a good idea of where you believe them to be.
Do I have an idea of numbers?
You just see, fleeting images once in a while through their, clothing, things of that nature.
Okay.
If you decide that you basically want to like run and move, you give up some of your stealth, but you can probably make up a little ground on that. So that's something for you to determine. Who's next?
Okay.
I'm gonna get up on my hands and knees and lunge into cover.
Okay, you go ahead and you dive into
Very
cover.
dramatic.
Right? You dive into cover. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you have any?
I want to sneak somewhere.
Do you have stealth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to stealth around and like try to get the hell away from them.
Okay, so do you just want to crawl in the undergrowth further into the jungle?
Yes.
Okay, so once again, just for ease sake, the party's on the right side of the path.
Yep.
Whatever is happening is on the left. You, Trey, are going to be going to the right and going further in the under.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and make a stealth check.
Pass.
Okay.
Hard path.
So you are moving slowly. You are leaving a little bit of blood, of course, because you are crawling. But you are moving away. What is your movement again? 8.
I'm like,
Okay. Who's next?
got a hole in my new shirt. I'm bleeding everywhere.
That's me.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
You do have, remember, you have some idea where the shotguns have come from because initially that's where, when they shot at you, you saw flashes. So that's the general
Do you
area.
know how to shoot it all?
You want to try to spot hidden and return fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just not being a bitch. Shoot.
I'm rolling all 80s and 90s on my spot hidden, so I
Okay.
fail spotting them.
So
That's
the best
sad.
option that you would have is simply to go where Anastasia or where they were before. You can
You
try to
wanna shoot the
shoot,
elephant gun?
but
Yep.
you can make the roll in the shot. But most likely it would be more suppressive if they're even there.
Right.
But there's always a chance.
Well, I mean, just where the shots came from, I feel like they've been moving.
Well, you've seen movement in some of the undergrowth, and you know that after Izzy, Izzy pointed them out and took a shot, that they kind of scattered
Scattered.
around.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're gonna come after us,
Well,
and I'm not good at sneaking, so I think I would just try to stay in cover and like, if I get to the point of being able to see one, then I'll shoot at it.
yeah. I mean, you would, you didn't see. You
Yep.
didn't see enough, so any shot would just be blind luck. If
Yep.
you want to take a shot,
No.
and if you roll a critical success,
No,
okay,
I'll use this round to reload the shot I did shoot.
all right, okay, no problem. Who's next?
Them, I believe.
Them, okay.
The unknowns.
A shot comes ripping past. Who is still out in the middle of nowhere?
Nobody is.
No, I took
Oh, you
cover.
are.
Yep. So that shot. Oh yeah.
No, I took cover last time.
So a shot goes past some of the other fleeing, other people's porters, helpers that go by. A shot goes there.
How busy is that road? Like, was that road before this started happening?
Well, we were the only people. Basically, it's just a path through a wooded area. I mean, we're going to a camp.
in the middle of
We're
nowhere.
going to a camp deep in the woods. So it's woods, and when I say a path,
It's a dirt
it's trampled,
trail.
It's trampled grass.
Okay.
You know what I mean, it's a
Okay.
pathway through. You know, it's enough for mules to carry supplies in and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody is in the. Okay, some random shotgun blasts. Boom, boom, boom. Appear from 3 or 4 different locations. They seem to be just blindly shooting into the other side of the forest across the path. Couple rounds.
They're fighting something else.
Well, they seem to be coming down. There was the rifle shots coming this way, movement down the path towards you. Now there was some shotgun while you were still in the road. Now it seems like the shotguns themselves are now being turned towards
Where we came
the
from.
right side where you guys all went into the woods.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like they're kind of, they come down the road, you dipped into the right side, and now they're exchanging fire, shooting at you across the.
Okay.
So they're not shooting at us.
They are.
No, they're shooting where they think that you are.
Oh,
Just like you were shooting like where they were. You basically were ambushed.
Judging by the amount of fire there, like how many roughly guns are going off, is there a way to like it's like 1, 2, 10,
You have,
5 plus, you know?
Do you have listen?
Yes.
Everybody can roll a listen.
Ooh,
no, these are not good.
hard pass.
Hard pass?
Yes.
Like how hard?
19 out of my regular is 75.
Somewhere between 3 and 6. You would think 3 and 6 shotguns,
Okay.
and you personally feel like it's towards the higher end.
Okay.
Okay.
But I can't tell anybody because I'm not there.
The last exchange of shotgun fire, you were like there's somewhere you thought you heard somewhere between 3 and 6
Okay.
shotgun shots.
Okay.
Now, you may not know if that's one person shooting multiple times.
Oh, if it's
or if that's multiple
yeah,
shots.
yeah, that's fair.
Okay. You heard X amount of blasts.
Okay. This is thrilling. I don't know what to do.
Do you
Like,
speak,
actually have
do
a-
you speak Spanish
No,
at all? Okay.
English.
None of us have another language, I don't think.
I have
Except for
Spanish
Latin.
and Portuguese, but just a little tiny bit of Spanish.
Okay. All right.
I think I know.
Who would be next?
Eli? I
Alright,
mean,
I guess I'll try to.
Not
shoot
Eli.
again.
Now, are you trying to spot where they are, or
Yeah.
are you just laying suppressive fire?
I'm gonna see if I can hit one of the assholes.
Go ahead.
Bruce.
I see them. Oh, 45 regular pass.
Bruce.
It's a regular pass.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make a shot.
Oh my god, I actually. Hard pass.
Hard pass of what?
25 out of 75.
How many?
25 out of 75.
Okay. What are you shooting with? A rifle?
Yeah. My lever action.
You hear a rifle come out from the right side of the woods, and go ahead and roll for damage.
3.
No, it's a hard, you double it.
So.
Is that what you
6.
do, really?
Mhm.
Something.
And then an extreme is maximum damage doubled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, so
In
my,
pulp.
Yeah.
Right, in pulp.
Yep.
that was my roll.
Yeah, you're bad.
So what'd you hit? How many?
6.
You hear a rifle round, and out of the other side of the woods, what looks to be
Good job, Ethan.
a person
I mean, Nathan.
Bruce.
falls kind of falls out of the woods and falls on the path, and falls face down, and the shotgun kind of bounces out of their hand.
Got one.
Bang.
Is it me next? or
It's
is
me.
next?
It's me, I believe. So since I'm chasing him or sneaking on him, so I would like to
Sneaking.
try to follow one of them. I want to isolate one of them.
So you still need to get back around because
So I'm gonna then try to pick up speed.
So I'm gonna need another stealth roll.
One of us is going to shoot Isabel. And by one of us.
This will be hard.
Stealth. It's regular.
Okay, now remember, you can use luck points
53.
to get to that
53 minus 37. How many do I need to use?
16.
Oh, I thought you were.
16. I'll use that. So that's 50 minus 6. 40.
So you're able to find a spot where you can actually zip across the path that you were on.
Mm-hmm.
So now you are not on the right with everybody else. You've now moved over to the
That's
left.
what I was trying to.
Yes.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to
You
get.
have done so.
Okay, good. Do I see anybody? Do I see movement in front of me?
You had to go. You know, they're coming down.
We're going
you're
around.
moving up.
Yeah.
You're coming around, but
Yeah.
you're gaining. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, so I haven't gained yet.
You see the guy who was shot kind of tumble out of the undergrowth and fall forward, spilling the shotgun
On the road.
on the road. Right.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going,
Yeah,
looking
do you
for.
have any, Eli? Eli, give me a regular spot check.
88.
So that's a fail.
Yeah.
Wearing some sort of fatigue type clothing. Let's say it that.
Almost military.
Something like that.
I'm not gonna stay on the road. I'm gonna keep following.
Yeah. No. I assume that your
Yeah.
stealth roll got you across the path and back into the undergrowth.
Okay.
You're not just standing in the middle of it.
Okay. And I haven't gained any. Like I don't see them yet.
You're now on the other side of the road, and your next move, if you're just concentrating on moving and being stealthy, you'll try to. flush
Okay,
them out if they
okay.
remain.
Okay.
Next,
Me.
are you continuing to move further into the undergrowth?
If they're not shooting at me anymore, no.
You heard
Shots.
the shots.
Yep.
But there are no shots that are coming past you right now. There's nothing that you see.
I'm gonna just hide.
Just chill.
Yep.
Okay, do you have first aid or anything? Do you want to try to apply anything? I mean, it's a significant.
Oh, yeah, I can-
The bullet.
I'll
is
try to stop
still
my
in you.
bleeding.
You have. Yeah.
I don't even have a knife. I'll dig it out. No, I won't.
Okay.
Make it worse.
Okay.
I haven't rolled under.
Was it a critical failure? Or
No,
anything,
no.
right?
I haven't
Hurt
rolled
yourself?
under an 80 yet. I don't think.
That's crazy.
So you're going to continue to try to deal with the large rifle round in your shoulder. I will tell you, meta-wise, it's not as concerning because there are other medical doctors in this area.
But it really hurts.
Yeah, it does really hurt. All right, so you tried to help yourself out and almost failed. Who's next then?
That's me.
Okay, so you see the rifle shot coming from the right side. The person stumble out, spill with the shotgun, and you know the area where that person was at least. So
I mean, I don't want to shoot at nothing. I still want
you
to
go ahead and try a spot.
Ooh, that's a critical success.
You,
Woo.
yep,
I rolled a 2, and my spot hidden is a 60.
a full face appears in the undergrowth. In between just a little bit, you have a window of opportunity, if you wish. So you know, and from there you can see that the person is wearing what you would be considered. Do you have military experience?
No.
They're wearing once again kind of a fatigue type clothing,
Okay.
a hat.
Sure.
So you know where this person is.
All right. Well, if I see a face, then I'm going to shoot it.
And the face.
I'm just going to shoot what I can see. So that is a pass.
Okay. Just a regular pass.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and do damage.
10.
Ooh, that's good.
That strange scream you hear again.
Yep.
And then you don't hear anything else. So a shot, a scream, and then silence.
A weird one though, right?
Right. Nothing like you've ever heard before.
All right. Now I'm just going to keep hiding.
Yeah. Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Balance.
That's a lot of rolls.
Yes. So
And a lot of smirks.
once again, some shotgun blasts go out in the area, but they seem to be wide. They seem to be more wide than they have been. You know, so less concentrated in an area and more like we just need to blanket the area. You know, shots are coming. You know that there were shots fired at you, but none of them came. They were just shooting into the forest. This was a predator, where they're just mowing down the fields. You know what I mean? They're just trying to shoot at whatever was there. The shotgun blast, boom, 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 boom. You surprisingly do not hear that rifle sound. You don't hear that rifle sound this turn.
Jesus.
That's
Okay.
that's weird.
What's happening to all the doctors and people that were with us?
They're fleeing and they're diving for cover and.
Okay, so none of them are in immediate.
Well, I mean, they're running away too. You are far more armed than most of them. As some of them are retreating, they're providing cover into the woods and shooting it randomly. But for the most part, they're trying to get people out of the path and down the path. Right now, the firefight is between the left side and the right side.
All right. Well, I'll see
The
if
north
I
and the south.
if I can see any of them, and then
Yep.
if I don't see shit, I'm still gonna shoot.
Okay.
86 and 86.
Goodness.
Okay.
It's normally
Now,
at me rolling
I want
that stuff.
to pause for a minute and just remind the group that you do have a party member who is now moving away into that area where you guys are exchanging fire. So there could be consequences, if that happens. So
Can we
just
see her?
so you know.
No.
No.
I'm
Do
stealthing.
we know that you're going over there?
Nope.
That's
She,
nice.
Izzy didn't tell the group. She basically jumped into the side and has been working her way around.
Wonderful. And we don't know that.
Did you want to look through any of the information, like while you're looking at there, or?
I mean, I don't. I probably would be focused on my shoulder.
Gotcha.
Right now, what my character is doing is looking for the nearest doctor to grab them and be like,
Make
fix
him
this
help-
shit.
make him
They're
help
all
you.
like you crawled out. Basically, if we were looking at north and south.
They ran back and I went left.
Yes, exactly. So you're going further into the woods. That random jaguar that happens to be running around
Aw.
with the bloody victim. So whose turn then?
Bruce, right?
Yep. The guy that just left to go to the bathroom.
What he shot, he rolled 80s and stuff.
Oh, did
that's
you
right.
take
So
a turn?
you-
That's
you-
me. That's
yeah,
me.
yeah.
So I'm gonna try to
Okay.
keep going, and I would like to isolate one person. That would be my goal, and see if somebody's going alone. I wanna.
Give me a spot first.
That's true. So I get too cocky. Ugh, 69.
Nice.
Spot hidden. I did pass regular.
You did.
Oh, so sorry. Spot or stealth?
Spot.
Spot regular pass.
So you have an idea of where they are. You see some fleeting movements. So you're in the right direction.
Following then.
But if you want to follow, but if you want to continue to follow, you'll need to make a stealth roll.
Weird.
I'm assuming you're trying to be quiet.
I am trying to be as much as I can. I obviously want to try to cover the ground, but I also I'm
Stealth.
trying to be.
Right. The stealth is also not only are you trying to be quiet, but you're trying to keep yourself hidden and not seen as well.
Actually, it's good. Passed a hard.
Pass the hard.
32 out of 75. My regular is 75.
Okay, so you are remarkably quiet, and you know that you have managed to gain some ground. You still see fleeting images of them, but you're going in the right direction. You don't believe that they have seen you at all. Are you still armed? Do you still
Yes, yeah, I have my revolver out.
Okay, perfect.
So I have it ready, and I'm trying to
Right.
get you know.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm assuming that as you are firing shots, you are also reloading to make sure.
Me?
Everyone in general.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I reloaded after the first shot, but I have 10 rounds.
Exactly.
So
Who's next?
That's me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get this thing out. Stay hiding.
Hiding.
I'm gonna use 6 luck.
Nice. So you basically did
Pass.
first aid on yourself.
Yep.
How many hit points does that replace again? One. Is that all it is?
well, this is pulp. Like,
Oh,
you
that's
could do a
fair, yeah.
D4,
Yeah.
but then you
D4.
can't keep trying to heal it.
Yeah.
Go D4. 1.
1.
Still one, huh? But it's better.
But but the most important thing is that you've managed to stop the bleeding, and your biggest concern now will be just to make sure that you can keep it clean and
Not
get it
infected.
stitched up and everything too. So, who's next?
Me. So is this the same bit? Try to spot one and shoot
gotta
it.
see. Yep.
It's good, isn't it?
Yep, that's past a hard on spot hidden.
Okay, you see once again fleeting images in there,
Nice.
and you're looking, and it's not anything. They're all seeming to wear very similar clothing.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him. That is an extreme.
Nice.
Success.
Yeah,
Okay, roll your extreme
No, it's
success.
just double your max.
Yeah. So
double my max.
Yeah.
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 So that's 32 damage.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
So-
gonna obliterate one of them.
You
Just like
shoot the moon face kid in the
Right.
face.
Right. So what you saw immediately hits the ground. Done. Just it's if you wish to have a headshot, you had a headshot. If you wish to have a hard shot, you had a hard shot. But you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that what you hit went down.
All right.
And once again,
Was it you?
when you hit it, it goes down, but you don't hear the scream.
Right.
Now that might be because it was such a massive
Impact.
opportunity, but that is something that you do find
busy.
a little stranger.
All right.
look at Doctor taking out.
Yeah, the doctor is just out here tearing it up.
Who's next?
We start Betty's.
Okay, bad guys come down. Okay, so that's the third or the fourth. Everybody do a spot. I just need a regular spot.
Fail.
Pass.
Okay. For those of you who failed, you must be too deep in the undergrowth to see, but at this point, those of you who passed see three people kind of walk out of that left side, and it looks like they're trying to run across the side, across the road to get towards where you were.
Well, I don't see that. I passed, but I'm in the.
You're on the other side.
Yeah.
So the group that you saw on that other side that you were getting to now just ran across the road into the undergrowth. How the rest of the group.
Chasing him.
Well, they know that you're over there, so they're trying to move.
I am following them.
Yeah.
How close to me are they running across?
Well, their movement is going to be from the undergrowth across the road just to the edge of the.
We see.
Near me.
Well, near you, like
They're probably way closer to me.
if they came. Yes, you're further away.
Yeah.
Trey would be on the other end of this room down here. Mark would be in the middle of the room, and they are just about to come, say, right here at the door. So Mark would be physically closer to them, still in the undergrowth. Okay.
And so do I see like the carrying guns? Obviously.
Yeah, they're carrying guns, and they look like fatigues. It looks like the same kind of clothing that the person that was shot that stumbled out into the road and fell.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same type of kind of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I need everybody to make a listen. Let me know if anybody gets an extreme.
Nope. Regular.
No problem. is next?
Well, that restarts at Bruce.
So I have no idea that there are two people just snuck over here.
None. So you still think that area where
Oh, then
you
you got the
spotted
number.
them last, that's where they're going to be.
That's how
Or
we know
and we
it's.
didn't hear any. Did we hear more shotgun blasts?
Nope. This time you didn't.
Okay. I guess I'll look around and see if I can see anyone running around. That's
Yep,
bad.
yep.
Oh my god, I passed. Or no, regular pass.
Okay.
Almost regular
You
pass.
think you see some movement in an area, but it's certainly not where you thought it was. Like, you see movement on your side of the undergrowth, right? But it's in a wide area, and you can't really. You could boil it down to movement within, say, 10 feet, but not any more than 10 feet. And 10 feet in the undergrowth is not very much. I mean, it's,
And I have no idea if I know who it is.
you have no idea.
Okay.
You don't know where the rest of your group is. You don't know where the enemies are.
So I
Nothing.
can't see any of the group. I can't see.
No, because
He crawled
because
away.
Trey has dragged himself into the
Very dramatically.
into the for you the person that you are probably the closest to is Mark.
Okay, so I'm close to Giles. Can I?
You could
okay.
probably hear my whimpering.
All right, I'm gonna put the rifle away and get out the elephant gun. Not shoot anybody,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try to see if I get closer to any of my party members. So if I can see Giles, then I'm probably just gonna
Use it to poke the brush.
Well, I mean, you used your spot to try to see the enemy. So what you could do is you could just move further back. You
I'm
know,
gonna do that.
You know that they probably went deeper into the undergrowth.
I'm gonna do that. Then.
Okay, so you're going further into the undergrowth.
Which one are you pointing to? The first one. Yeah.
Remember to look at your pulp
I think
skills
that
as well. Maybe some of your pulp skills would help out with this. I don't know.
So it's. Are you done with yours, Bruce?
I'm done.
Okay, so it's me now. What do I? So I'm following them.
Right. So you
Where
saw
are we
them
at?
cross.
Yep, I'm following.
So
Do I know that my group is like there? That they're closing in on my group, or do I not?
You bailed to the right,
Yep, I bailed and
and your initiative was second.
yes.
So the only thing that you saw, you didn't see anything that happened, except.
Except for the guy on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't. So you saw them walk across the road, so you could continue to try to stealth and follow them as well.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And how close am I to them now?
Well, you're gaining. You're gaining ground, but I mean, it's the faster you move, the more difficult it is to be stealthy.
How
So-
far roughly from them am I now at this point?
I would say that you could be on them if you. I don't want to use the word pushed your roll, but if you decided that you were going to spend your time 2 rounds.
Away from them.
2 rounds, you figure.
If I took a shot at one of them, would it?
You could try to see. You saw them walk across and disappear into the undergrowth. Once again, you can try to spot again and take a shot if you can see them, because they went into the undergrowth.
Would it? Okay.
It's the same opportunity that
I'm gonna keep following and I'm gonna try to do that then, if I can do that.
well, you can. I mean, but do you want to spot and shoot, or do you just want to try to get closer?
So I don't know that my group is there, do I?
You don't really know.
Yeah, if I don't know that, then I'll keep following him, because if I knew, I'd shoot, but I don't know that, so then I'll...
Stealth.
Okay. Pass regular.
You're not gaining as much ground because you're having to concentrate on moving slower, because I'm assuming that you would rather stay more hidden than make up ground faster. If you want to not be stealthy, you can be on them sooner, but they're going to probably hear you come crashing through the.
And I see 3 people? I saw 3, right?
3.
Last time. Yeah, I want to be stealthy.
Okay. So you continue to do that. Who's next?
Jill or... Oh,
Great.
Maxwell? Jill?
Giles.
Since I
Giles.
stopped my bleeding, I'm gonna get up and try to run towards the guy that's killing people.
Yeah, I hit one of
Is that me?
Yep.
Oh, so you're gonna try to find.
Yeah.
Mark. Go
Doctor.
ahead and need a spot, please.
What kind of doctor are you?
I'm a physicist.
That's nice. Nice
I'll
shots.
spend 4 luck to pass that.
You happen to know where the doctor is, and you get up and you start moving towards them. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just
Yes.
okay? Go ahead.
I am
Moderately.
hardenedly stealthy.
Okay. So you have successfully, you believe, been quiet enough and know where he is to move towards him. Okay. Who's next?
That's me.
Don't shoot.
I mean, I don't know where they are anymore.
Well, they moved into the undergrowth.
Towards-
Remember the one that you
Good
capped,
thing I'm stealthy
right?
because
Mhm.
he turned and
You
shoot me.
you saw him on the other side of the road. You hit him and he went down, and then you saw 3 guys walk across into the undergrowth. Now you know about where they're walking in. Give me a luck roll.
Pass.
Okay. What is your luck?
50, and I rolled a 46.
Okay. Do you want, Doctor? Do you want these 3 people to walk in directly towards you or further away? It's your luck.
Oh, sure. I mean, I want them to be a little bit away from me if that's what will allow me to shoot at them.
Well, they can either when they entered in the undergrowth, they could either enter in the undergrowth approximately where you are, which would allow you then to have a shot,
Oh, okay.
or because of your luck, they can enter into the undergrowth further up or further down the path, thereby avoiding you.
Oh.
Your choice.
I want to be able to shoot them.
Right? Okay.
So,
Oh, there you go. All right.
all right.
All right.
I'm going to shoot one.
Yeah.
That is a pass.
Okay. Go ahead and do damage.
8.
Okay. Definitely a target hits. You hit. You hear that scream once again. And then you hear, well, roll me a listen.
I'm not good at this. I fail.
Okay. You hear a language being spoken. It's familiar.
All right.
You would say that it would be. It's Spanish mixed with another language.
Okay.
Okay, like a Spanglish, but you don't. It's not English.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody needs to make. Is that everybody now? No, wait. Eli
Yeah.
needs to go, or is that everybody?
That's everybody.
Okay, it's everybody. Everybody make a listen.
Pass.
Holy shit, I passed.
Okay.
Fail.
Regular.
You hear some sort of what you would consider to be, I don't know, like a chant.
I didn't hear it though.
Something
Is
like
it
that.
creepy?
Is it coming from where, like from those guys I'm
Kinda
following?
coming by down the path.
Towards where we were heading?
Yeah.
Like a chant, huh?
Kind of like a chant.
Is it go, pack, go?
No, it's not go back go. No,
Find those bastards.
that would be
everywhere.
good though. That would be.
Skull chant?
If you hear go pack go, that's where you go.
That's where you start
That's
blasting.
not true. That's entirely untrue. No, you hear what appears to be some sort of chanting.
I'll tell you when I get to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
What those of you who heard it, what languages do you speak?
English.
Portuguese and a little Spanish.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your little Spanish.
Nope.
Spend your luck points.
Didn't somebody have
most
Latin?
of my luck.
I do.
But you didn't hear
I
anything?
didn't hear it.
Okay.
I speak really good English.
Okay.
So it's not English?
It's not English. It's Spanish interspersed with
Okay.
Jeez.
something.
Roll my little Spanish.
Look at my English.
Goodness. That's a lot of English.
What's your English?
Max English 95 is 95.
That's because that's my.
You're really great at English.
Yeah. And
You're
other
so
things.
good at it that you have a British accent. And you're from Tennessee. Or wherever. I believe it's Dr. Doom's turn.
They get to go, right?
Yep.
Wait, what did you do?
They're before me.
Okay.
You hear some movement in the undergrowth, and it appears to be moving at a hurried pace forward. Now they're going back up the path. Okay, so the conflict started. They moved down the path towards you.
Basically back from where the chanting is coming from.
They went across, and now they're moving back towards where they're hearing the
Towards the chanting.
So back from whence they came.
back from whence they came.
All right.
And it appears to be more hurried. Like you're hearing more crashing through the bush, through the undergrowth.
Bruce?
All right. Well, do I find anyone now that I've dug a little deeper into the undergrowth?
Any people?
Yeah, any of our people?
You're gonna have to specifically look. You're gonna have to spend your opportunity looking for the characters.
With my military background, would I want to pursue them or would I want to help our people?
Well, it just depends. So what is your mission was to provide aid for this camp in the forest, and you were ambushed. What it appears like with your military is that you were ambushed. There was fire exchange, and now it seems like whatever is happening is they're leaving. They're moving away.
I feel like they're just gonna attack us again. So I guess I'm gonna go and try and find the bads.
Okay, so you're gonna try to spot the hidden across the road then?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, pass.
You see some movement in the woods, back and forth. So, was it a regular pass, hard pass? What was it?
Regular pass.
Okay. So you see some movement. You see some flashes of people. So you could.
And it's on the opposite side?
It's on the opposite side. Well, it's you're on the right side.
Yep.
Okay. You see movement moving forward. That's the movement you see.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
I rolled an 86.
Okay. Mark and Kyle, roll luck rolls, please.
Uh-oh.
Fail.
Yep, also fail.
Do we want to be over or under on luck?
Under.
You want to be under.
Pass.
What's your luck?
89.
Goodness. I guess your character needs it.
Yeah, my guy sucks at everything. I have to use a lot of luck.
Oops.
Did you shoot your elephant gun?
Yep.
So this huge weapon.
You're shooting into the place you're walking?
No, I'm shooting to the other side.
He's on the
Where
other
the
side.
pads
He
were.
saw movement basically in front of him, and so he opened up with the elephant gun.
Well, I'm shooting across the way, not on our side.
You're already so you're shooting across the place.
That's what I thought I was
Across
doing. You
the
said I
back.
saw bads on the
Yeah,
other
that's,
side.
that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I just don't want to shoot my team.
There's some sort of you hear some sort of once again that weird screaming. Again, but it continues for a little bit longer than it had been before.
It's hurting more.
Okay. Who's next?
Me, and I'm chasing the other two.
Okay.
The three.
Yep. So I'll just need a stealth roll.
The last time I was, we had this interaction, like they crossed the road.
Yep.
So are they still going that way? Are they turning
now they're
towards?
going back up the path, and they're picking up their pace. Now they're still staying in the undergrowth, but they're most definitely moving back up
Towards the
path
chanting.
where they came from.
I can hear the chanting.
You can hear the chanting.
Is it approaching?
And they're not trying to be stealthy now. They're moving.
Okay, so I would like. I guess I don't care now about being stealthy because they're moving.
They're running.
So
running
I
through
would
the-
like to run, follow them, and I don't know where I'm at with them, but I want to take a shot at one of them.
What is your speed again?
My speed.
Your move. I'm
My
sorry.
move was 8.
Okay. Are you gonna try to be stealthy, or
No.
You don't care about being stealthy anymore?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and make a spot.
That's really good. That's an extreme pass.
Okay.
10.
You absolutely, you've got one in your target. As you're moving through the woods, you can see them, so you can take the shot.
I have VDI, so I can aim like where.
Oh, perfect. Are you trying to incapacitate?
Yes,
one?
knee.
Okay.
Back of the knee.
Now, does BDI allow you to like pull damage or do minimum damage, or just?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that what it does is it prevents her from having a disadvantage to choose a target.
Target. Okay.
Like where, like the target of the. But I want to shoot it like back of the kneecap or something,
You're
so it
trying
wouldn't.
To not kill them.
Yes, I want
Well,
him
what
alive.
I'm trying to ask is, does that BDI allow you? I want to know.
No, it doesn't let you control the amount of damage. you
Okay, so
deliver.
it's just where you hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and you're using a
So you
Revolver.
You can like aim for a non-lethal target in the
non-lethal
body.
area, right?
Yeah.
But the damage still applies normally, whatever the damage is.
Okay. I'm gonna try back of the knee so he just can't run anymore.
All right.
Oh. Oh yeah, regular pass.
Regular hit.
Yep.
Do damage.
1d10. 11. There's no knee anymore, is there?
No. In fact,
His entire
fucking
fucking leg comes
the shot hits. You obviously hit the knee, but you happen to hit
It's a
the
45.
artery
It's a
or
45.
something,
Probably
and-
blew the leg
yeah.
off.
And that the person is down. There was that scream and then quiet.
From him.
Yeah. But then gone. Just quick scream, and then no more.
He blew his whole leg off.
You absolutely positively hit where you wanted to hit, but the weapon that you hit happened to hit some vital area. And then, unless BDI stops that. From happening.
Probably doesn't. No. Okay, so is he alive still? Can I see? He dropped.
You saw,
Probably.
you took an opportunity, you saw them running, you had an open shot, you aimed for the knee, you shot the knee, and the person screamed and then went down.
So I'm gonna keep going, and when I'm passing by, if he is out, I'm gonna keep going because I want to capture one of them.
Well, you shot and you spotted.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing. So
Okay.
who's next now?
Me.
Okay.
So I see that they're running from us. I
Yep.
can deduce that. I'm gonna like rub some blood on my face and make myself look cool. I'm gonna run out and be like, "Yeah,
Okay.
out of here,
Okay.
cowards!"
You're gonna attempt to, like, you had something to do.
Yeah.
About that.
kick
You have
some
a-
kick some dust
Why
at
don't
them.
you? Do you have an acting?
I do
or
have
whatever?
That's a pass.
So I guess for anyone who could see you, which I don't know if that's anybody right now, you feel really good.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, right. For
Next time, bring some friends.
for the audience at home, they thought you did a great job. So that's what you do. Who's next?
Me.
Okay,
Can I see any of them?
give me a spot. You're running away.
I'm kicking dirt at them.
Past a hard.
Yeah, you can.
Shoot one. That's an extreme.
Extreme success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah. So a round goes off, shot goes off. You see, missed, goes down. Everybody roll. Listen.
Extreme.
I rolled a 100.
Hard.
Okay. Mark's ears are toasted from the furious.
He's been
blast
firing.
from his weapon. The chanting
Right in extreme.
is gone.
Oh.
I have a hard. Okay. Are the ones that are running in front of me still running?
There is there will be movement, But now it is a full-fledged run. Not caring about trying to be stealthy,
Okay.
just running and running and running and running and running.
There's only what? There's only like one of them left.
Well, there's
There should be two because I was chasing three of them,
There's one over on your side who's quickly hauling.
and
trying to get out of there.
two of the ones I'm following.
And no, one more. You got one more.
Oh.
because he
Oh, you
aced
took one out. Okay,
Yeah.
I took another one out, so there's one left. Okay.
Lightsabered one with a
Right.
bullet.
So they're both running that way. And that's what they're going to continue to do is run and run and run. There are still some people that are kind of wandering around.
Well, I want to chase the one I was running after, see if I can catch up, and I don't care about being stealthy.
Okay, then you're just
But it's not my turn, so I don't know if
Well,
Bruce
I
is
think the
doing.
rest of us are probably done.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Unless
try.
somebody's trying to shoot stuff.
So if anybody else, nobody else, if Bruce doesn't do anything, I'm gonna like dart.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a spot for you then.
Oh goodness,
That's bad.
that's very bad.
It's not a critical failure, but pretty
Don't
close.
want to use luck points.
I'm pretty sure in pulp. Well, maybe that's not a rule you're going to use, but in my last pulp, you could use all of your luck to not die in a death situation, but you had to have at least 30.
For luck. Yeah, that's a good roll.
I am not. I missed. I rolled a 92.
So something is moving through the woods. You can't exactly see where it is. It's probably you're not hearing any more weapons. You're starting to get a few of the other people that are kind of cautiously looking back to see
Standing in the road,
what's going around and everything. But as of right now, there isn't any other movement in the undergrowth. You haven't heard any chanting, and you haven't heard any weapons.
So in my mind, did I lose the guy I was
Yes.
following? So I know it's pointless for
You
me.
know that they continue to move forward up the path towards where you were going, but you don't know anything about it.
Okay, so then I'm gonna not chase him, turn around, and go back towards the guy that I shot and examine him.
Right. Okay, so you get back and you assess the situations. Thankfully, nobody else was shot. The rest of the group, everything is there. You have some people that are, obviously upset because Arturo, has been killed.
I would like to go check these bodies
Okay.
out to see if they've got any tats, if they're tatted up or anything.
Right.
Like, see
When you
what
search,
gang they're from.
Are they all? Do they all have the same stuff?
Well,
Because
no,
I want to
no.
check the one that I shot.
oh,
also.
are you talking about the soldiers?
Yep.
The people there. They are. They appear to be soldiers.
I could really use one of those shotguns.
There are 3 shotguns that you can easily find. Okay, three 12-gauge shotguns.
How many of them are you taking?
Just one. I'm gonna grab it by the end of the barrel and yeah.
Do you want to go?
I'm gonna look down it a little bit and be like, oh, it looks loaded.
Don't do that.
So you're going to continue to to bring people together and look through his things, his luggage. Somebody's able to tell you that
I do want to look through the shit I took
Yep.
off of him too.
you can. One of the other members tells you that Dr. Usani's luggage is carried on one of the mules. So if anybody wants to go look at that, they can. And then you still have that folder from him
Yeah.
that you took.
That's what I want to look at.
Okay. Can we pause this? How do we pause this?
We can't pause it, but we can just take a break and
Yeah, let's
That's
take
what
a
I'm
quick
saying.
break.
Yeah, that's a break. Okay.
tell everybody we'll be right back or something.
Okay, so you find on him there are these 3
You guys share this stuff?
handouts.
If it's important, I will. Yeah.
Was there anything on the guy with no leg? Because I would have checked him on the way
The
back.
only thing that they have
The one that was like
is the
alone.
weapon, and they have a machete, but that's it.
I mean, I'll take that. I guess bring it to the group, see if anybody wants it.
This is indicating the location of the battle we just had. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Are you good?
No,
with,
that's
are you good
that
at
is
fighting brawl?
that is a different battle.
50.
That's better than
50-50, so I mean, decent, but not
you
great.
Could take a,
I'm better at taking kneecap backs
yeah, but you
off.
should. I mean, having a machete is good for
Everything.
going through the jungle.
That's true.
No, we can't pause it.
Oh, we can't like do anything.
No.
We're just telling them we're pausing.
Yeah. The rest of the gang will be back. I'm gonna decide if this information is important for them to have or not.
I hope so.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, we'll be right back. I'm gonna throw up a screensaver real quick.
killed her
Well,
husband.
we're back. So,
All right, we're back. Hi, James. Hi.
so you have the handout to the rest of the.
So yeah, I'll wait till we regroup, but I'll gather the three of these other fine folk that I'm traveling with and let you guys know that looks like there's some kind of level 3 threat that we're walking into, according to this document that was in this folder that I found next to his body.
What's a level 3 threat?
That was my next question.
Well, you know, if you go off the sex offender list, it's pretty bad. So,
How about you read that? Read that to us.
so briefing for Bolivia mission: proceed to aid camp. Sea map, which is right here. It's not a map of the sea; it's a map that we get to see. I hold it. Nope.
The
nope.
two of them
Nope.
or one of them?
As either
I'll fight you.
CAD-OCS or CAD-UCS.
Is there two different things or one the same thing?
All right.
So you should first make your way to the site of the recent confrontation. The site is approximately 2 miles west of the aid camp, which I believe is where we're traveling.
That's where you're heading towards.
On
Sorry.
the far side of the river, so this is where it
loud.
says, beware of a possible level 3 threat in the vicinity. Our intelligence on the threat is regrettably limited. We believe the threat is a temple guardian of some kind. So some temple
A
guardian.
temple guardian?
Yeah, I don't really know what that means. Don't know why there'd be people guarding temples in Bolivia. But so his mission was to enter the temple and retrieve the mummy for immediate return to Caduceus headquarters in New York, or Caduceus. I don't know. I'm not sure what the name is, but it's weird.
No, yeah, either
Any
one.
accompanying artifacts should likewise be recovered and brought home. Your team of specialists are very able, but new to the job. As always, we find it best to initiate and test newcomers in the field. Brief them as and when you see fit. We will expect a report on the individual team members on your return. You've proven over and over again that you can keep your head. Those around you are losing theirs. Well, I guess we can put him in that category now. We have every confidence in your abilities. Regards, Shapiro.
Spiro.
Is this
So here's
was
the-
this addressed to Dr. Arturo Orsini or us?
No, this is addressed to Arturo Ursini. So here's
He
this
didn't give his
map.
head.
So here's the aid camp. I'm assuming this road is the road we're on. It says north on the map here. Site of the battle. It's right by the ford in the river.
That's a really detailed map.
And then it
Bolivian
says, we hope
forest.
that all is well. This is another letter. This letter should be handed to you by Dr. Arturo Ursini, trusted member of our organization. He and his team have important work to conduct in the vicinity of your camp. Please extend to him and his team your support and hospitality. I trust the additional staff and supplies that he brings will prove useful. Sincerely, Shapiro. So here's my idea.
Who's
guys.
Shapiro?
Whoever this letter is going to or came from, I don't know.
Spiro.
Caduceus,
Caduceus.
MCMXII. I believe that number is a lot in Roman numerals. So here's my idea. I'll take his stuff and I'll disguise myself as him so that we can get into this place.
No. No.
Why? It's a great idea.
You look nothing like him.
Well,
Do
yeah,
they-
but it's acting.
Aren't we just delivering supplies?
No, we're actually we're supposed to retrieve a mummy. Did I
Well,
get this right?
I mean, we started
Jeez.
out escorting doctors,
That is what you were doing.
and now we have discovered
guys,
that
The
We're not- we were
organization
not
that you
actually
work
doing that.
for Is more than it appears to be.
But guys,
apparently.
artifacts are worth a lot of money.
You see what
Are you saying-
happens to people chasing artifacts?
We're in the middle of a Bolivian civil war. I mean, this is standard operating procedure. I chased them off. You saw that. They're terrified of us.
Are you saying we're gonna go deliver the supplies and keep the artifacts?
No. No. Nothing good happens.
I think we should put it to a vote. Should I dress up and disguise myself as Dr. Dead Guy?
I don't
Arturo?
Think we need to.
Dr. Arturo?
I think we could just deliver the stuff. and
But it
just get
says
back.
I
this should be
agree.
handed by this letter should be handed by Dr. Arturo. I'm just saying. Otherwise, I don't want to be the one to hand this letter over to some guy that's just going to shoot me in the face. So
Does it say we're supposed to go to
says go to. I mean, our mission is go to the camp
Yeah, where's the artifact in the
in this temple that they say this guardian is a level 3 threat of.
May I look
mean,
at
we've proven
May I
we
look
can-
at that first document?
We can take anything this jungle can throw at us. Ooh, a spider.
Jungle threw some stuff on your shoulder.
No, that's a bullet.
Better keep that.
That's a bullet.
Better
just
keep that.
FYI.
Better keep that
I
clean.
mean, we could wait till we get there.
You know, when you're in the thick of a battle, not hiding in the woods, sometimes these injuries can happen. Ask the military man; he knows.
I'm
So-
pretty sure I saw you crawl under the body.
Well, I got
Jake.
shot.
Yeah.
This Caduceus,
Yep.
this, as an FBI agent, would I happen to know anything about this or no? Is there a way for me to check?
Here, give it to me.
Do you have?
I'm gonna try my psychic ability on this letter.
Oh, on holding on to the letter.
Yeah.
Okay, but the psychometry tells you something about who created it.
Let me go look it up here.
Shapiro. But as an agent, would I, in the meantime, would I have heard of this or no?
Well, that's what I was trying to.
Anastasia, are you reading that letter, or can I read it?
Yeah, I am.
Do you have a? I don't know. Do you have a history skill or a law enforcement skill or a
Let's see.
something to the effect of?
Something like that.
Where is your character from originally?
You mean like the state?
Yeah, like which state? If you're an American.
Let's see. Let's say she's from Virginia.
Okay. Do you have any skills that you think are appreciable?
Yeah, let me check. Have 5 in history, 5 in law. Law doesn't make sense.
Let's just
Library
roll a luck.
use, but there's no library.
Just roll me a luck.
What are you trying to figure out?
If I wouldn't have heard of the organization. No. Fail.
Basically, the only thing you know is what you already know. Is,
Okay.
Is that.
It's not familiar to me.
Right. At least at your level, wherever you were at as an agent, you weren't privy to any
Okay.
information at least.
So to put a definition on psychometry,
Yep.
it would be an ability to discover facts about an event or person by touching inanimate objects associated with them.
Okay.
And I guess it doesn't give definitive rules about how a talent like that is supposed to work.
Correct.
I mean, I think it would be fair to, if I use it successfully, to have it, or even at all, you could have it cost me magic points. You could have it.
Yeah, I think if you want to try to glean some information on there, go ahead and make your roll. Touch it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your roll.
All right.
Let me know what you get.
So my ability is 51, and I rolled a 73.
Okay. So at this point, you're not able to glean any information from it. It could be the trauma that just happened. It's too much trauma. Like it
You're right.
itself has had too much trauma.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you don't know. Those of you that are from the New York area know that this Caduceus organization is big. So,
Okay. This. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Izzy, one of her talents is linguist,
yep.
and the way it's described is the character is always able to determine what human language is being spoken or what is written.
Okay. Human language.
Yes.
Human.
Just to clarify that.
Perfect.
So I suppose if she heard some other language and could not identify it as human,
Correct.
that would be a ding, 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 ding,
Correct.
ding.
She is saying that whatever that Spanish and whatever language combo
Yep.
is only identifiable for the Spanish. It's not a dialect that you are familiar with or that you have heard. Now, granted, it is 1933, and not every dialect is known at this time, but it is most certainly not one that you are familiar with.
Okay.
So what are we trying to figure out whether or not our
Well, if you're going to go to the aid camp, or what you're
Am I going to disguise myself?
or how you're going to go in.
I don't think we need to start off by lying. Nothing
says
ever,
they should
nothing good ever comes of lying.
All right.
It says they should be hospitable to us. I don't.
All right. Let's get to camp.
Okay. How are you going to do this?
Getting buggy out here.
we have a map?
Well, the map. I mean, I'm guessing this is us on the map here, so let's just follow this road, eh?
Yeah, well-
I think we just try to take
Right,
it
but
back.
the site of the battle is not what you just had. That's the site of a different battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming that this aid camp is where we're going.
Yeah, this
and
aid
there's
camp
a
is-
road on the
It
map.
is where you're going. How does the group want to? Are you simply going to walk into the aid camp? Are you going to try to? You're
well-
going to try to like.
They're expecting us, so I would assume we'll just send the military man first.
Sure.
Okay. So you're just going to walk in. Exactly like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Do you want to kick back and try to survey it and see what's going on for a little bit, or you just want to walk right in?
That's good. I'd probably just go in, I think, right?
I mean, I don't see
I
any.
mean, as far as I know, they're expecting us, and they work for the people we work for, or help them at least. So
and what is this camp aiding?
Maybe you should.
The
pretend to be
local,
your
because
hero.
there's been war, so it's just providing aid for,
Are we sure we
the
don't want to do
locals.
that?
Sure.
We should ask again.
Do what?
pretend to be Arturo. All right, last chance. I could disguise myself as him. He looks roughly my size.
He does.
Rough, very, very rough.
Roll a luck roll.
What if you could ask questions? About
Pass
How half?
by like 30. I'm gonna be a big man in a little coat.
You
So
already are.
surprisingly, he is roughly your same size.
He's got stretchy pants.
Well, the problem's not so much what his clothing; it's the fact that there's matter and blood and stuff spattered everywhere. He's approximately your size.
Look at that. So I could easily disguise myself.
Did you see
Just-
what happened to him? If somebody thinks you're him, you might get your head.
Well,
Also, it sounds like these
Taken
two
off.
people work together.
this is an active war area. This could have been anything. You know,
Yeah, that's
this
what
is,
this is rebel fighters. Look, we just popped them. They didn't stand a chance against the doctor and I.
Listen,
Doctor and
Maxwell,
doctor.
you do you. I don't think lying is a good idea, but you know,
I'll
we're
disguise myself.
What
Let's just.
if you're discovered, then it will be a shock to me.
are you going to try to disguise yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have disguise?
I do have disguise.
All right.
It's one of the few things I'm okay at. That's a 5. That is
Well.
an extreme. I look so much like him. I learned Spanish.
Arturo?
It is indeed
See?
very
he's Italian.
that
You better learn Italian quick.
that Trey is able to, with a small disguise kit, make himself look remarkably like Arturo. Now, I don't know
Sorry, I'm
what
gonna give you
the
back.
function of that will be, but he now looks like Arturo.
All right, let's go.
Arrivederci.
There you go.
Bippity boppity boo.
Yeah.
Meatball Italiano.
This is gonna be great.
Well, it might die.
I'm not gonna start a fight. Bippity boppity.
What if
So I have a question, very, very quickly, very important. Did we meet Arturo here, or did he travel with us to here?
You met him on the way to the aid camp.
Okay, so presumably they know him.
that was my next
Presumably.
question.
Okay, well,
Maybe you just hide in the back.
I'm not going first.
All right, maybe.
My plan is to be quiet, hand them this letter, not say anything,
Oh, okay.
Ah.
and see where it goes. And I'll be like, look, we just disguised me as him in case.
What?
Well, we're not
Safety.
hiding anything, so we could just.
But we don't know that we're not hiding anything.
We do.
Exactly, which means we're not hiding anything.
Are you hiding anything? You got a lot of spots to hide things.
Why are you suspicious of me?
I don't
You're the one that
know.
was like hiding in the woods while we were fighting these
I wasn't
things.
hiding in the woods.
All right, let's just give them the letter, and you be quiet.
In the back.
I'm
okay,
just
wait
gonna-
a second. So now we're going to ask the person who was sent here to meet us to be quiet while we talk to them.
Yes.
I just want to understand the plan
I-
because it sounds bad.
I hope.
So my plan, I'm gonna hand this to them. I'm gonna say Arturo died on the way. I just disguised myself for safety. To make sure that the group didn't get, hijacked again.
I stand by my assessment of this
That
being a
sounds.
bad idea.
This all sounds bad.
Okay, we're just gonna go. We're gonna be honest. Honest.
The doctor has kind of given up on this and is now just taking some notes and
Okay, let's just go. You give him the note. I'll stay in the back.
Are you still disguised as
Yes.
Arturo?
Wonderful.
I like this chic Italian look.
Um,
The Germans
at
will
the-
never see me coming.
you look at the map, and you see that it's approximately. Does anybody have navigate?
I do.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll and navigate?
I've been rolling really
Hold
well
on,
today.
hold on.
I have track.
How good is your navigate?
50.
I have better navigate.
You can roll it. 'Cause
But you already rolled it, Eli.
just pretend I didn't.
We'll follow the military man.
What'd you get?
Rolled a 92, which is not a pass.
He's got to know where he's going.
Well, you have a map. Eli believes that the map
North?
that the camp is somewhere between 0 and 5 miles, but that's his. The map is there. It should be relatively easy to see, but
So Eli's character is standing there looking at the map like,
No. This is how I'm looking at it. 5 miles.
the map clearly says north.
Eli says go south.
Correct.
And you grab the map from me and
Are you going to continue to just
follow
move
the
forward? I mean, are you guys?
We should probably keep an eye out. Maybe send the sneaky
Yeah,
one
I would.
ahead.
I would probably keep an eye out.
Okay. So you walk that
'Cause I'm a professional bullshitter.
3,
I gotta
4, or
navigate
5
that
miles.
bullshit, Eli.
And all of a sudden you see a large area that's been leveled. You see that there are tents. There looks to be. Well, everybody roll me a spot.
I actually passed.
Extreme again. That's back to back.
pass to hard.
Extreme, it's
Past extreme.
Okay. So you see that there are in the southeast corner of this area, in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the bush, that there are 2 rows containing 4 tents each. And these are smaller
Must be for
tents.
us.
They probably look like tents that are for maybe like 1, maybe 2 people. Then there's a larger tent to the west. And then a little bit further to the west, there's another tent. Then there looks to be like some sort of a more wooden structure, a couple more wooden structures, and then north in this area is a very large tent, very, very large tent, which you assume is probably the medical tent.
Is anybody out? Like, what time of the day is this, by the way? How
Well,
are we?
this happened. This is mid-afternoon.
Okay.
Let's go to the big medical tent because we're looking for Dr. Gomez.
You know.
Knock knock. Big tent.
Well, you just basically you walk up a path. You see people milling around.
Are they paying any attention to us at all?
Well, they see you coming up the road.
I mean, we have a bunch of people that we're escorting, right?
Right. And as they move up, they're running in and they're speaking to. You see that they're kind of interacting and moving around.
Take us to your leaders.
Yeah, I mean, there are several. If you go to the medical tent, you just want to go in and.
Knock knock. Dr. Gomez.
Okay. Actually, may I help you?
Yep. We're here with the supplies.
Yep.
Actually, I think we can help you, and I'll hand them the letter.
Okay.
I'm just hanging in the back of the group here
Being quiet.
with my little comb over, my perfectly fit, blood-mattered, brain-mattered clothings. Should have brought my romper.
Well, you bled on whatever else you were wearing.
Yeah. The first thing you'll notice is that introduced himself as Dr. Rafael Gomez. Looks to be probably mid-30s, about that. Very thin, wears glasses. You hand them the letter.
Yep.
Takes a look at the information, reads through it, and kind of looks at you very strangely and hands you back the paper and says, I don't quite, maybe not the person that needs to see this. And at that point, you hear someone in Spanish say, Doctor, I need some help. And he says, excuse me, and runs off.
He said, I'm not the one who needs to see this?
That's the last thing he said was, maybe I'm not the one that needs to see this.
Which letter did you give him?
The Dr. Gomez one. The one that says, I hope that all is well at the camp. This letter should be handed to...
Dr. Gomez?
Yeah.
The smaller
Please
one, right?
extend him support and hospitality.
Yeah, that's just the letter. Yep.
And he
It
walks
was-
out.
It was supposed to be to him. Yep. We hope that all is well in the camp. This letter should be handed to you by Arturo Usini, a trusted member of our organization. He and his team have important work to conduct in the vicinity of your camp. Please extend to him and his team your support and hospitality. I trust additional staff and supplies that he brings improve yours sincerely, Shapiro.
Well, we came what we and did what we had to do.
Let's go find this temple.
Yeah.
How about we wait a little bit? I assume he will be back.
I do need to rest. My shoulder's really killing me.
Are we in a medical tent? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're over by the
Fighting off
medical
all
tent
those
right now.
insurgents.
You're over by the medical tent.
Is there any like?
There's someone that can look at this.
Is there an area in the medical tent where there's like an office section would be, or like documents or desk or filing cabinet? I don't know.
Well,
Anything.
we've got like a radio. There's a radio tent, and there's the staff tents and a mess tent, and there's laundry and showers, and
Does is Caduceus expecting us to check in with them or?
nope.
Okay.
Because I would like to see if there's any kind of a.
I would like medical attention for my shoulder.
Perfect. You are able to get medical attention for your shoulder. That's fine. You do notice that see 3 soldiers that are in camp.
And they look like what we've seen.
Like, wait, in the medical tent or just in the camp?
Walking around the camp.
Do they look like they're wearing stuff that looks similar to the other?
Yeah. The camp is situated in a small village named Bamba. The village houses are small 1 or 2 room buildings with adobe walls, tiny windows, and thatched roofs. The village has been devastated by war, and many houses lie in ruins. Among the ruins, canvas tents have been erected. Doctors, nurses, and other aid workers of the foundation are working at the camp, tending to the sick and the injured. The aid camp is clearly divided. You see that on one side are the camp staff and patients, and on the other side are the soldiers. The soldiers have basically taken over the camp, and for some reason, they destroyed the camp radio.
What are the soldiers doing that we can see? Just walking around?
They're walking around. They stay distant from the medical people.
Where did that Dr. Gomez go?
A medical speaking English folk.
Back into the tent.
I would like to try to get in there and talk to him.
Well, you go back and talk to Dr. Gomez.
Okay, so Dr. Gomez, what's going on? Why is the radio destroyed? What's going on here? What do we not know? We found ourselves in a pickle getting here.
Well, you are an active war zone.
I understand, but this seems suspicious. If you ask me, it's what's going on here? What are we missing?
Well, we're providing aid for the locals, and you see quite a few of the locals. The Gurani, they're in a sense caught up in the conflict, and they have little interest. You see a few people, running around, but the locals. And are you trying to count to get some idea about how many soldiers there are in camp?
I mean, yes, I would be probably looking, but I also, I'm curious what, these soldiers walking around, what, are they here as of recently, or?
Yeah. As of right now, you only see 2 soldiers. The locals, when you talk to the doctor, they'll say there's approximately 20 soldiers in the camp.
Okay, have they been here for a while, or is this a new development?
A few days.
So who was guarding it? Are they guarding it, the camp?
Yes.
May I roll psychology and see if he's lying?
Sure.
Ooh. It's a 6 out of 80. So it's extreme. Very extreme.
Yeah, I mean, he's...
Do I think he is lying to me, or do I think he is?
He's telling you the truth. I mean, he says that the one day that they showed up and they're providing protection. That's what they say.
Did they set up all of this since they arrived, or did they take over some of this space from somebody else?
They basically just kind of moved into the camp.
Okay.
A few days ago.
What
Yeah.
side of the conflict are they on? What troops are they?
What?
Which group or side are they on? Which group of soldiers are they? What country group? I don't know.
Well,
Rebels or are they government forces?
They look Bolivian military.
Who destroyed the radio? Well, that doesn't seem to serve any logical purpose for anybody.
We don't understand it either.
Have they been hostile to anybody
No.
here? Okay. So we've heard chanting would be several hours ago, coming from around here somewhere.
Chanting?
Yes.
It could be one of the... You may have heard one of the local Gurani maybe chanting.
Did you happen to hear it from the camp?
No.
Do I need to roll again to see if I think he is hiding something or no?
You can?
I'm very sus.
Yeah.
I'm an agent. Ugh. It's so. If it's exactly 80 and my psychology is 80, do I pass or do I fail? So I barely passed, but I passed.
You don't suspect any reason for him to be lying.
Okay. And I.
Gomez, why are we here?
Well, you're here to provide aid.
Well, this letter says otherwise, so cut the shit.
What letter?
Hand him that letter again.
The other one. No,
The other one?
that's the other one. He handed them the innocent one.
Yeah,
What was Ursini doing here? Why are you providing him aid? What's he doing? We work for Caduceus.
As well as I.
So what is it that we are doing here with Ursini? Obviously, we brought the aid, and we're supposed to go do something.
Yes.
Where are we supposed to go? We got this map. Talks about a battle. Some level 3 threat. Which I'm assuming this is why this military man was brought in to deal with that.
as far as I know, we're supposed to just go there and supposedly we were supposed to get filled in about stuff we were going to get. But that's as much as I know.
We're supposed to get a mummy and some artifacts from some temple. So you've got to know something about this.
What was the name that you needed again? You were supposed to speak with?
We're
Gomez.
supposed to speak with you, Gomez.
Dr. Gomez.
Dr. Gomez. Yep.
We were supposed to get filled in by what, Arturo?
Arturo Orsini.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say anything about filling in.
No, it just says that Arturo should fill us in that letter.
We were supposed to be.
Do you know a person named Shapiro?
Yes.
Who's
That's
Mr.
our
Shapiro?
boss. Yeah. That's the man that hired us.
Yes, I know where Shapiro is. If you happen to have a radio, we could contact him.
He's here?
Well, he's not here, but
Want to go see about fixing that radio out there? I'm pretty good with electronics.
right. You know, have you taken an opportunity to look at some of the supplies or anything that you guys have brought in? Remember, you know, we had mules bringing in. Did you?
So is Shapiro?
I don't think we looked at it through any of the shit we brought in.
Right.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
I mean, let's go do that.
I mean, you want to go? You want to go to the room with the radio?
Yeah. That's where I want to go. I'll go fix the radio. You guys want to go look for a radio?
I'm gonna go with him and take my gun.
You guys walk towards the radio, and
I'm gonna go look through equipment.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Okay, so 2 and 2.
as you guys start walking towards the where they said the radio tent was, you notice that the soldiers move closer to the tent, but still, but are still not close. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
As you
like
move
they're
towards
keeping
the
an
radio,
eye on
Like
they're moving-
scouting.
Yes, right. They're definitely interested because most people don't go towards them.
What is your repair?
I'm good with electronics.
How good?
I know my way around a radio.
How about I try doing that, and you distract them with maybe?
Women don't know anything about fixing radios.
I'm not an ordinary woman.
I
I'm
have
trained.
I have a 55 in electrical repair.
I'm gonna send the wrong guy there.
I have a 10. But you guys don't
How
know
about we
that.
sneak it
I'm
out?
feigning
How
confidence.
big and heavy is that? Can we actually try
No,
to?
it's not.
Okay,
Radio's
so
like
you
that.
guys are moving towards there. You're gonna go look in the equipment.
Me too.
Yeah, just to see if we have, if that's gonna give us some more detail on what we're doing.
Why don't you roll your luck, please? Yep.
Fail.
Pass.
You find on one of the mules what appears to be some sort of a radio apparatus.
Oh, so we have a radio.
Some sort of radio apparatus. But you figure that in order to get this to work, somebody would have to, you know, like climb up a tree and get it up there, you know.
Well, we should not do that in the camp where they destroyed the radio. Just gonna say that.
Yeah, we need to keep this hidden.
What,
What
so
else we got?
How bad's the radio? Look.
The radio is it's destroyed, but it's not destroyed like they went in and bashed it to pieces. Whoever destroyed it took integral parts out of it. Like they knew what to take out.
So I'm just gonna look at it and be like, well, it's trashed. There's no fixing that.
So, I think, do we find anything else in supplies that's...
Yeah, I mean, basically, you have medical supplies, there's ammunition, there's food, in this camp, there's showers, there's toilets. Remember, this is 1933 in the middle of Bolivia, so, it's showers and toilets in there. There are, on one side of the camp, that's where the soldiers are, and on the other side, that's where all of the doctors and the rest of the camp is.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go find our group and kind of quietly inform them that we found another radio device.
Yep.
Cool. Let's go ask Shapiro what we got to do. Ben Shapiro, I believe his name is. He'll have all the answers. Yeah. He always does. Just ask him.
He's the contact, and you're here. So you figure that you're probably going to need. You're going to have to put it up someplace high.
So,
Let's find the biggest tree and I'll climb it.
Okay,
well, we
so-
don't want to do it in the camp, not here.
Why not?
Just so they don't see you climbing the tree.
the military destroyed the radio here.
There's only
Like,
2 of them. We got this. We got this guy.
there's
Look at him.
20 of them,
They're somewhere.
You only see 2 right now.
but they told us that there was 20
I
of them.
told you that there were 20 soldiers. Right? And they'll tell you, everyone will tell you in the camp that they leave them alone. They don't say anything to them. They don't interfere with their medical goings on. You see that since you've been here now, you've seen people walk up and down the path.
So is this just like an antenna we got to take up to the?
Yeah,
Up
basically that's what it is. It's a big aerial.
Because I feel like going out of the camp and then radioing may be more dangerous than doing it in the camp.
We could just start walking to the site when we get halfway. Just
What about? So I would like to ask Gamas about the site of battle. What is that about? Because we don't know
think
anything
Gomez
about that.
knows shit.
Well, he's right here.
That's where recently, there was a battle and there was a shell that hits and it blew up this area down the road.
When did this happen?
I don't even really know. It happens all the time here.
I just wonder why it made it on the map.
And did we ask Gomez what we were really here to do? Because that's what Arturo was telling us.
Gomez
he's
got
seems
his
like
head
somebody's
shut off.
shutting him up.
He is not. I think he's telling the truth, but my gut
he's
tells
just
me
not
that.
telling us what we need to know.
So,
Right. You hand him the letter that says from Shapiro to Dr. Gomez. He's like, it's not really me you need to talk to. You need to talk to Shapiro.
Okay.
In Shapiro, you're going to have to try to get on the radio, and the radio here in camp doesn't work.
All right. Well, do we want to?
I think we need to get out of the camp and do it.
okay, but, so,
People walk in and out of this camp all the time. People are moving, like I said, they're a medical camp, so they're treating. You're seeing mostly local people come in, like the locals that are just caught up in the conflict.
so, one of my areas of expertise is cryptography.
Gotcha.
And there are reasons that this science exists. And I think this is one of those times where we don't. If we go send a radio communication out, what says that these military guys that destroyed this radio can't capture it?
Well, right now, they're simply milling around. You guys move away from the radio tent, they move back.
But they might be able to pick up our signal.
Sure, possibly.
So I feel like I should try to communicate with an encrypted message.
That sounds good.
Right, but how are you going to encrypt it that Shapiro would know?
Send it on FM.
Caduceus doesn't have someone that can.
As far as you know, up until this point, up until you got that letter,
We didn't
you
know.
just assumed it was a medical aid organization. Now you're realizing that maybe something else is going on, but as of right now, you were just brought into a hot zone in Bolivia, and you were just ambushed by what you figured to be rebel soldiers, or freedom fighter or terrorist, depending on which side you are at.
I think we should just go to the site and take the crap and go home.
Well,
You want a radio on the right? Go ahead.
Well,
we don't even know where
the
the site is
map
exactly.
say that there's that
It's
anything
2 miles.
important?
It's 2 miles west of here.
It simply says that was the place of a battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't say exactly where the. So let's assess the risks here.
Okay.
I feel like we're not gonna be able to do anything without taking some kind of a risk. So if we just had
Well, we're paid to be here. So
we
let's just go
hadn't
over to
tried-
Shapiro and tell them to get these military men out
exactly
there.
if we head out and try
Dr.
to find
Gomez
this on our
wants the
own.
military out, too. Like, he's very open about it.
We can ask Dr. Gomez if he knows where this temple is.
Gomez said no shit.
We'll ask him.
But
I think we should just go look for the damn thing.
I don't think
We're in the
so. I think the
jungle.
risk.
It's 2 miles that way. Let's
Yes,
go.
exactly. How many
But
more military members do you expect to
this-
meet where the the relics are?
Then
This
we'll
is-
bring the aid with, and if we get caught, we pretend we're looking for the camp.
This is a war zone.
I would not. I think we need to get a hold of Shapiro in the most creative way possible, but also there is no way of not taking any risks. That would be a risk, like you said, if somebody would to intercept that communication, but which is higher for us to plunge into the unknown.
This is 1933, and so radio technology is 1933.
So that's another thing, I guess. How about we just try to
I mean, this is
get to Shapiro and then
this is
see?
an aerial. I mean, this is a good size aerial.
I assume this is why this radio was amongst the supplies that we brought.
If we want a radio, let's radio, but let's do it on the way to the site. It's 2 miles that way.
People are moving back and forth.
Or
As
we
far
just
as far as the soldiers are concerned, you guys are a little bit different because you're armed, so they do take an interest in you. However, as long as you're not threatening,
Superficial interest.
well, yes, because you're in an active war zone. It's not strange to be armed in an active war
Okay,
zone.
hear me out.
So
My shoulder's killing me. Let's spend the night, think on it, chat with Gomez, feel out the locals, and then go wherever we need to tomorrow. Just keep that radio in your prison pocket.
Yeah, we can call this. We can call now about say 4:00 in the afternoon.
got a bunch of good hours left.
It's a lot of hours left, a lot of sunlight left.
My shoulders really hurt.
Well, yeah,
Well,
you're-
you can
but-
s- you can
but
stay in the
you are
camp
in
if you
much
want.
better condition now because you are able to get proper medical conditioning.
You can
You'll
stay
notice
here.
that some of the locals don't want anything to do with the soldiers. You pick up a smattering of Spanish. They're also speaking Spanish, and then you hear that they're speaking their own native language as well, intermixed. You can understand a little bit of the Spanish where there's something about the soldiers, and they keep referring to an area that they don't like to go. But you don't speak enough Spanish to really.
So I would like to ask Gomez, when was the last time he saw Shapiro? How long has Shapiro been gone? And is this like normal? Is he gonna get back or?
Shapiro isn't here.
He's in New York, isn't he?
No, Shapiro.
Well, he
We
can't-
have to radio him.
Shapiro right now is I think he's in Borneo.
Huh.
I think. If we had a radio, we could contact him. He'll give you all the information. It's just our radio doesn't work.
Okay,
I vote
let's
for
go.
resting and then doing that tomorrow.
I vote for just
Why
doing
don't we
it.
just go radio him
Let's
now?
just do it now. We don't know
Outside
how
of
long
camp.
it'll take him to get back to us. Maybe. You don't know where he's
See
at.
how radios work, miss.
I don't know. I mean, obviously,
He
you
might
were
not be
supposed
able
bring
to.
that letter to Gomez. You did. Gomez at that time said, "Well, that's great, thank you." But if you've got questions about this, you'll need to speak to Shapiro.
Let's
is
just
here.
go and do it.
Let's just go radio.
It seems like everything is
You go
pointing.
intimidate the shit out of Gomez. He's a little man.
He is not.
You
You
He
can
is,
break his glasses and stick them in his eyeballs.
He's not a large man at any time. I mean,
I've dealt
He
with
seems-
I've dealt with little shrimps like
I've
him
seen you
before.
deal with shrimps, but he doesn't seem to be of to pose any
Oh,
threat
have you
to
seen
us.
some of my screenplays?
Sure.
I could sign something for if you'd like.
Oh, great. I'll take a
Alright,
rain
are
check
you
on
gonna
that.
stay here when we go do the radio, or no? Number 3.
Absolutely not. Who's going to protect you?
That's fair. Let's go.
Radio time.
The Doc and I
So,
chased those guys off.
Are we gonna go
earlier.
back the way we came, or are we gonna go some other direction?
I think other direction would be. I would say probably away from the side of battle.
you know, you came in with a group of people. You talked to the doctors. There are people milling back and forth. Locals are moving back and forth. You know, it's a camp that's they're
Active.
treating people, so it's not unusual to see people walking in and out and in.
Can we? So, we picked up something about a place that the locals don't want to go.
Yes.
Can we maybe before we go out in a direction? Should we just ask Gomez what they're talking about?
Sure.
He'll say the locals have a lot of local beliefs. The indigenous people, they he says there's the story of the dreaming spirit. And then there's something about something about 5 pillows of slumber, but these are local, you know, indigenous people's beliefs, you know.
Where's that area though?
What?
Like what area are they referring to?
It's out to the west. It's west of the river.
What's west of the river on the map?
That's where we
Battle.
got
Bolivian
go.
Forest region and the battle.
Well, fuck it, let's just go out there.
That's what I've been saying.
Let's go to the fort. There's got to be like a tall tree at the edge of that river that we can send that big guy up.
No, if they don't want to go there, why would we go there?
Because we're not.
What if that-
Because we're not superstitious.
what if that-
native Bolivians?
What if that third level threat is around there?
What if we're trying? But we might have to face that if we're gonna find this mummy and this artifact.
I
that we're
agree,
supposed
but
to
maybe
find.
it's gonna be easier to face it with information
As
on.
they say, that
Well, we can
level
ask
3
him.
threats.
We can
probably
ask
dead.
information on the way because we can radio Shapiro while we're on the way.
Right.
I mean, we could either go home or we could go radio on the way to the thing that the letter says to do.
But we can go home.
I mean, we delivered our stuff.
Doesn't the letter say that?
Yep. Says we're supposed to go 2 miles to the west.
Well, let's go do what the letter says.
No, it says that you and your team have important work to conduct in the vicinity of your camp. So you're basically giving a letter to Gomez saying, hey, we're supposed to be here because we've got something that we need to do. The guy that was going to tell you, right,
Lost his
what
head.
was going on was murdered. So now you've got that.
And it says we should make our way to the site of the recent confrontation, which is 2 miles west of the aid camp.
Correct. And if you want to know more information, you need to speak to Shapiro. Because otherwise, Gomez has basically been like, yep, you're supposed to be here. Oh, Shapiro, yep, I know him. He's in
So why don't we head a little bit west of the camp, find a tree, climb it, call
Yeah.
Shapiro.
Doing it.
Deal.
Sure.
Okay, so you go ahead and you do that. There's doesn't seem to be, you move down a little bit. I'm going to need a... Who's going to do it?
I can climb the tree.
Okay,
I have climbing,
so,
We all have climb.
but I have climbing experience.
well, one person, whoever wants, can climb up and attach the aerial.
I think I'm the best.
So
climber.
whoever would like to
Either
do
of you
that.
have climbing experience?
Not much.
All right, I'm gonna climb.
20. What's yours?
What did you roll, Eli.
95.
What's wrong with your dice?
Good
Okay.
thing we
I've
let this
rolled
whole
4
game
different
brute do
sets of
everything.
dice.
Right. So, Eli, you are unable to get a grip. You are unable to get.
I don't even get a foot in the air.
up the tree.
Can I use my
Do you want me to show you
science
how to
of
do
physics to help him?
Yes, make your physics roll.
I'll just grab the damn antenna and
Well,
climb.
that's a hard. I mean, it's close to an extreme.
You're able to rope and pulley and to use physics in order to get the antenna up into the tree and to connect with the radio. So, with a combined effort, you're able to get it up there.
Did it?
So, I'm just going to use the radio.
Bruce is still.
Well, somebody's got to be up there to use it. So.
No, I mean, you just have to put the antenna up.
Oh, okay.
And then you spool the wire down on the ground.
What's that?
What's the
that
skill?
Skill gonna be education
For what?
for radio use.
Nope, you can just use it. No
Nice.
skill roll required.
Well, who's our linguist?
I'll use it.
Okay. So you take the information and you start to focus, and you hear in a few seconds later you hear Shapiro. Shapiro, over.
Ooh. Hi, Shapiro. This is your recent group shipped out to Bolivia.
Tell him. The guys
We lost. Thank
I
you.
did,
We lost Arturo Ursini. He was
verify
shot.
your identity, please.
I am Isabel Macready, and I have a group of
Maxwell
three more
Jack and I
people
are
with-
here, sir.
3 more people with me. Dr. Giles?
Giles.
Giles. Dr. Giles, Maxwell, and Bruce.
Okay.
So Ursini is dead. He was shot on the way here.
You hear, after you give your name,
Mm-hmm.
you hear, hold. 30 seconds go by, a minute goes by, a minute and a half goes by, 2 minutes go by. Click.
Nothing.
Quentin Shapiro here. Where's Dr. Ursini?
Okay.
Someone
Got-
put it on me, sir.
He was shot. He was shot on the way here.
Is Dr. Shapiro alive? Or Dr.
Oh.
Is Dr.
Sorry.
Ursini alive?
No. Lethal shot in the head. We were ambushed.
Moment, please. A minute goes by. Another minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. Quentin Shapiro again. You probably guessed by now that our organization does more than provide humanitarian aid. Our teams also seek out threats against humanity and deal with them. You are one such team. Ursini was supposed to explain this to you all. On March 4th, an artillery shell hit a site of interest near to the aid camp you are now in. Some kind of ancient guardian was released and may still be at large. We don't know what it is, but we consider it to be dangerous, so be careful. We're interested in what this guardian is protecting. We believe that you'll find a temple in the local area. Inside the temple, you'll find a mummy. Your job is to bring the mummy back to us alive. And then Shapiro out.
Wait.
Alive? Did you
I
guys
should
hear
not
this?
have lied on my job application.
Nope. This is a bad time. So he's out.
Yep.
Guys,
At this point, you hear what you hear howling in a tree.
Like a monkey?
Like a monkey.
guys,
Spot.
they throw shit. Run.
Spot. Spot, please.
Give me the.
Critical success. Except for my 95s.
That is a critical failure
My-
of 100.
My first.
Passed a hard.
My first fail.
Okay.
Look
for
how
spot
beautiful
hidden.
the 100
You have managed to poke your eyes out. You are blissfully looking in the wrong area. where the rest of the group happen to see a monkey, but this monkey is waving around this shiny object in its hand. It's something hiding in its hand. It's making monkey noises.
Is it the satellite?
Are you guys in? So it's kind of waving it. It's waving this thing in its little hand.
Waving our satellite radio.
Yep.
What?
All
I
of a
don't see
sudden-
anything.
A ball of fire
This is well before satellites. Even.
shoots from the monkey's paw.
Holy
A
shit!
huge bowl of, into the following tree, and the tree explodes
Can I shoot this
in
monkey?
flames.
So now we all see this, I
Does
guess.
it look like the monkey did that on purpose? I guess I didn't see anything.
I
So
want to
never-
shoot the monkey.
Why don't you ask the monkey about it?
So the monkey, woohoo! So of course the monkey is acting as a monkey would, is afraid and running, but is still hanging on to this thing and
I
still.
want to shoot it.
Okay.
At what point do I notice all this going? I would guess when the gun
Well, the
shot
tree
up.
probably explodes.
All of a sudden, you see the rest of the group looking at this tree,
I don't see it
and
either.
then this tree over here explodes in flame.
Okay.
What
Can I
just
take a shot
happened?
at it then, Jake?
Sure.
Can I swat his gun down and be
Oh
like, "What
my
are you
god!
doing?
Critical success.
What are you doing?"
Okay. So
Wait.
the monkey waves this thing around. A big fireball explodes. Our doctor, our military officer, pulls out
My rifle.
his rifle, shoots the monkey. How much does the damage?
24 on his, because it's double, right? If it's a critical success.
So
The monkey explodes.
Oh,
The
no.
monkey falls, and as the monkey falls, you see that there's some kind of silver object that is also falling down with it. And then I need to.
We all die.
Smart.
I just need to check one thing. Something is falling rapidly towards the ground,
How far were we from this?
and it's silver. Well, I mean, it's the monkey was in the monkey was in the tree next to where you had the antenna.
Is it like a bazooka or
I
something?
want to use my nimble talent and dive and
Yep.
catch this thing.
Oh, you do.
I have the nimble talent.
What
so
does that allow you to do?
It lets me dive for cover, leap underneath and around things without penalty.
Maybe shooting it was a bad idea.
And it also doesn't cost me an action.
It's weird that you didn't use that for hiding before.
Well, I was on the ground already. I used it after I got up. I was like, I'm pretty sure rolling away doesn't count as nimble.
You're gonna try to catch it.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Make a.
What's the catch?
There's no cat.
What would that be?
Probably Dex.
Yeah. What was the skill that you had?
Nimble, which is
so
it's my talent. Yeah.
Dexterity. Yeah.
3 luck points.
I will use 3 luck points to get a regular success.
Okay.
Pencil-y.
You managed to cradle the monkey and the silver
Treasure.
thing, which I'm sorry was not falling separately.
Oh, together.
It was. It appears you can see now that whatever this is, it's wrapped around the monkey's wrist.
Got him.
You got an innocent
It is
monkey.
It threw a fireball. It's not
Can I
innocent.
pull it off?
Yeah. It looks. It's metal. It's exquisitely sculpted, and it's in the shape of a serpent, like a snake.
Does it have a mouth?
Yes.
Can I look in it?
Yes. Yep, you can pull it off the monkey, but yes, it's like a coiled snake with a mouth. And it's
How
got
big is
eyes.
it?
It's
Can I-
pistol size.
Can I put my arm in it?
You want to try to put it around?
Like,
you?
can I wear it like the monkey did?
Maybe you'll become the monkey.
Should
It's
we-
jewelry. I mean,
Should
come
we?
on.
It's
Can I?
it
Can
shoots
I?
stuff. So
Can I look at it, please?
How do we know it shoots stuff?
I agree. Give it to the doctor.
Uh,
Here, I'm gonna yank it
Is
from
the
and give it to
forest
the
burning
doctor.
around?
Do you take it off of monkey?
Yeah, I'll pull.
I'm
pluck it
gonna-
off.
You take it off the monkey, and it immediately kind of coils around your wrist.
Give it to the doctor. Come on, I'm gonna tug on it.
This is my bracelet.
Give it to the doctor.
Doc, what do you make of this? I'll just show it to you on my beautiful wrist. Isn't it pretty?
So, one of my talents is weird science.
You can go ahead and roll your weird.
I don't.
science.
It's not a skill. It's just a talent.
And what does it allow
trying to
you to
pull
do?
things from me.
Where are those? Are they,
I'm like,
I
look
don't
at
know,
my
they're
strength,
focused-
Kyle.
They're not in the
Kyle's.
book.
they're not in the pulp book.
No.
Kyle,
They're not.
No.
literally, look at this. So I'm like pulling and like,
I don't even notice you're pulling on it.
give it.
That is dumb. Why wouldn't they put the pulp?
I know.
So where are the pulp talents?
On the online compendium for pulp. I should just, you know what I'll do for next session? I'll print them off so we can all just have a copy of them.
What do you have?
Good
mad
idea.
Scientist?
Weird science.
Yeah, it lets them identify like weird, right? It's a cult does it use or something like that, but it helps you identify alien objects and whatnot.
Yeah, if you could find that, that would be extremely helpful.
What are you looking at? Weird science may build and repair weird science devices.
Well, that helps.
Well, I'm guessing. Let's see. I mean, I would assume that if a thing is like some crazy scientific device of some alien or
It is
I-
unlike.
So it lets them identify it if it's man-made or not.
Okay, this is not man-made.
so
The alloy, the metal, all of that is not anything.
Guys, I think it likes me.
Just a guess.
so if I'm studying
might
it
be
a little
the
bit, am I able
Level
to
3 threat thing.
determine in any way, shape, or form how it works or
Well-
how to operate it?
You know that.
Does it have a trigger? Can I just beep? Pull
Well-
this.
You
I mean, I have a bunch of sciences, too, regular ones that might be relevant.
Not to overload you, but am I able to pull it off myself, or is it
Yes.
like okay?
You can take it off. Yeah. You can take it off. There doesn't seem to be any trigger mechanism, so to speak.
Guys, it's just jewelry.
It wraps itself around your wrist.
Yeah, it's cool jewelry. It's the 1930s. The future is here.
That might be the problem.
So could I like roll an intelligence or something? I'm just trying to think of a way to, because even if there must be a way for me to study it, I guess. Is
Well,
the
yeah, you
question.
can continue to look at it. So you can go ahead and you after studying it for some time, after studying it, you'll be able to determine that you believe that it is fired by. Well, make your roll. What is your? Do you have like a?
I mean, if you want one of my sciences, I have physics, chemistry, cryptography. Otherwise, I have a 90 intelligence. I have a 95 education. If you want something less awesome, I have like a 55 in electrical repair.
You're trying to figure out basically how to.
I'm thinking that I should be able to figure out how it.
Do you have a handgun skill?
I do.
Yes.
Roll your handgun skill.
Fail.
Okay. It's some sort of handgun.
Okay.
You know it's some sort of handgun. You saw the monkey do it.
Yep.
I roll a cult. on this
How
thing.
about if you're sharing that I can roll? I can try to check it out because
Sure.
I'm better in handgun, I think.
Well, I think what I'm trying to do is figure out how it functions, not whether or not I can shoot it.
Well, you would be able to determined that it's going to operate like a handgun. Now, how exactly it operates like a handgun, you don't know. You know that it is handgun-like,
Yep.
but you don't know exactly how you make it.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
do you want to just try to? I mean, you got to remember that this explosion, was huge. So of course you're hearing people in the aid camp there. People are screaming because they think that there's another attack. Whatever the case may be.
We
Is the
probably
forest
don't
burning around
know
us?
that this
The
is what
tree
shot
is
that
burning.
firebolt, do we?
Well, I didn't see the monkey until the tree was on fire.
Let me see what my lying skill is.
I mean, are you sharing the information you are deducting from this or no?
Yeah, I mean, but
Because if you say gone, I would like to look at it.
All right, everybody make a luck roll.
Ooh, fail.
pass. Hard
Oh.
pass.
Hard fail. 94.
God, let's just admire that for a minute.
Ooh, that's 100. I passed by 1.
I failed.
I had a hard pass.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
Half and half then of the group.
Obviously, this is. You figure that it's probably you will to use it. How the monkey did it is beyond anyone, but the monkey got it.
So if I have it on and we're deducing this, can I just
Sure.
point it at the monkey's body and go,
Yep. Yep. If you want to do so.
That might be a little close. Maybe just shoot it in the air.
yeah, but that comes back down.
You wanna try-
Yeah.
So
wanna try to do
so
that?
if he's trying to shoot it, I'm just gonna take a number of steps away from him.
Me
Correct.
too.
Correct.
Same.
So you're gonna shoot the
Yeah,
monkey
I'll-
then? Okay.
Yeah, I'll back up and shoot the
so
monkey body.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. But you're gonna get a penalty die.
Is this firearms?
Yep, you're gonna get a penalty die. It's handgun.
Yeah, no.
What'd you get?
83.
You didn't fumble?
No.
Okay.
Fumble.
Drop it.
How do you know if
Critical
you drop it?
fail. It was 100.
You miss.
Oh, does it actually shoot?
Yeah,
Nice.
but you missed, but it actually shoots. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Do you have any magic points?
I have 12.
Okay, now you have 11.
Oh.
Tell me that thing was a magical monkey that I just killed.
Well, it was a monkey.
Guys, I figured it out. That monkey with this thing was the level 3 threat. Look at that. We're fixing things. Now, I'm going to take it off and be like,
I want it.
I don't
So
want it.
you notice that when
Yes.
you fired it, two small red gems, the eyes, light up. And a small but intense ball of fire came out of the serpent's mouth. And it missed the monkey, but you fired it.
Can
I'm going to take it off and just be like,
can I look at it for a second?
Yeah.
So I want to look at it.
Yep.
I am curious what it's shooting. Is it is it a handgun skill to see what kind of what is it shoot?
It shoots flame, a fireball,
Okay.
Fireball.
out of the mouth. It's,
And do I see
it's handgun size. It coils around your wrist. It has an open mouth. It has 2 red eyes. The eyes light up red when you shoot it, and from the open mouth of the serpent, the fireball comes out. So it's
Okay.
like those.
Yeah, those bracelets. Okay. And I would be looking. I was like, well, there's nowhere to load this. This is just.
Correct.
So I am like, it's confusing.
There
Like,
is
how does
no
this
way to
work?
load it. This isn't. I forget in Pulp Cthulhu that I had to remind myself that you guys don't lose sanity for seeing death and that sort of stuff.
Well,
it's not
Depends
as
on what kind, I
mean,
guess.
Yeah. We still probably
Not normal death.
Maybe,
like-
You
maybe
know-
you should
you
let
know-
one of the men handle that. The other men. For safety.
it is
I don't want to handle it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
It's-
back to
This thing is
to
alien.
Bruce.
It is.
So I feel like it's safe to
I'm a little
assume that this.
impulsive. I'm just gonna throw it on my hand.
I think.
I feel like this thing is probably
down.
from the temple. Maybe we're
Write
close.
down flame pistol.
Now,
Snake
I don't
gun.
want to be the Debbie Downer here, but
250.
He's carrying like 6 guns and most of all of our everything. If he goes down, what why does he have everything and we have nothing?
I just have 3 guns.
Look at this guy. He looks like a human tank. Can't even climb a tree.
Exactly.
I can climb a tree,
We're
damn
putting
it.
a lot of trust in this guy.
Well,
What do
who
you
should
suggest we
should
do?
we put someone new?
No, I think maybe one of you two should take that thing.
Oh,
So
I'm
no,
good with a
thank you.
handgun.
Yeah, I'm
Or-
okay. I don't know how to load it. I don't know what I do when I run out.
You don't load it.
That's weird.
It's
How
on
do you
my
not load it?
hand
You're
now.
you're supposed to reload your weapons.
you're right.
That's why ammo exists.
Right.
Yeah,
but it's
this
also
is
made
want
not.
a
This
gun?
is not.
Wait, you
an
have a
earthly
shotgun.
I have a
weapon.
shotgun, but I don't intend on
That just
using
blows
it.
my mind.
I don't believe in
It should.
violence.
Where do you think it came from?
Well, I think we
I think
neutralized
if
the
we
level
want to
3
find
threat.
out, we need to go find
You
this.
utilize the
Temple?
3 threat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm
I'm ready.
thinking.
So we can check that off the list. Level 3 threats probably gone.
Check. Got it.
Crazy monkey with a
Well,
flame
it's not.
pistol.
It's not gone. We have it. Might still be a threat.
But the monkey isn't.
Hey, this is architect or a relic or what the hell are we supposed to be catching? Artifact. This is an artifact.
I'm more
It
concerned
is
how we're supposed to
ancient
deliver a live
artifact.
mummy.
It shoots fire.
It said live.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Let's have a discussion about maybe he's just an idiot.
How about we get
Mummies
out
are
of the area where the fire is burning? Let's not attract any more attention to ourselves that we
Did we
did
get
already.
our antenna down?
No, you can get it down if
Yep.
you need to.
Yeah, let's get it down.
Let's take it. Yep. Who's climbing?
It's
we have
pulleyed
police.
up.
Oh.
Wait, let's
We-
let him.
We did some science.
Okay, let's get it and get out of this area.
Are we gonna
So
ford the river?
I would have asked that climb.
This is where we die from dysentery.
Just so you know.
broken axle.
I
Just so you
mean,
know, that's what I rolled on my
you know, it's about. By the time you've got everything done now, it's getting to be about 7:30. Even though the sun isn't coming down, you know, the canopy of the fort, it's getting dark. You know,
Ooh.
there's getting to be less and less people.
We should
coming
probably
in.
go back to the camp and sleep peacefully.
You know,
Can I conceal this flame pistol?
Sure, you can put it in a bag or a backpack.
All right,
Prison
I'm
pocket.
not gonna just carry that on my wrist. when
Prison
I go to
pocket.
the camp.
And conceal
Um,
the radio probably.
Shapiro also said that if you require any specific equipment, you just you can go ahead and call him and he'll airdrop whatever you need.
Cool.
Torches.
Yeah, so ammunition,
Dynamite.
food, whatever it takes.
Okay.
We have a
Well,
flame.
we'll
Maybe
keep
we
that
should
in
get
mind.
a compass so we know where we're at.
I know where we're at. Damn it. All right,
Under a
let's-
tree.
Hey.
Let's
I
go
can
back to the
have-
camp. We're gonna go back to the
Just
camp
did
and night, and then
And this is probably a good spot to probably end
End.
because it's 10 right now. It's a good spot to end
Perfect.
because you're about to be.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. You can just hit the end stream button on the bottom corner. Bye.
bye.